Okay, everybody, it's me, Tonebinder. Welcome to the new stream here. I'm currently experimenting with a new setup today. I'm not sure if you're able to see this stream, so I'm going to post it out in the usual places and hope for the best on this. Experimenting. Looks like I am streaming, but I'm not sure if people are going to be able to see it. So I posted it in the JNI server, and I don't really want to post it in Mammoth server because he posted his original Xbox and he didn't want me to interrupt him. But I am currently live, and I do wonder if people are... Oh, looks like a Turtle at least is in here and can see this setup. Hello, Daniel. I do apologize for those technical difficulties, but now I have set up a means of being able to view the chat at the same time that I am playing the game. The problem that I was having earlier, the reason that there were two failed streams before this one, was because I was switching over from OBS to a platform called Streamlabs. And Streamlabs will allow me to have this overlay right now. You can't see it, but I can. In the top right of my screen, that lets me see the chat, so I don't have to have my phone by me. See everybody. And hello, Turtle, Daniel, Antonio, Isaac, and Michelle. We're at the beach house today, and I'm quite excited with my technical upgrade here. I'm amazed I was able to figure that out in that little time. And Dr. Bright is here as well. Hey, where'd my boat go? Frostfire, it left, but it'll come back periodically. You know, some things have to leave and return for performance reasons, for the same reason that Land's airship has left. But you can see we are having a bit of a performance impact at the beach house these days, so I will probably have to start shuffling things around and asking people if it's okay if I shuffle things around a little bit. But to replace Land's airship, because he said it was going to be leaving, I decided I would take the liberty of removing it, and it's been replaced with a bar that's been built by Engie. So before we jump into our quite robust list of maps to play today, I'm going to be taking a brief break at this bar. Hey, Tonebinder, can you play 1294? Oh yeah, has that been updated, Michelle? If it has, I'll definitely check it out. Can you play my World War II quiz today? Sure. And Dr. Bright said overpopulation, yeah. I like being able to see everything exactly when it's said. Very cool. People got the last seats. What the heck? Engineer? So this is Engie's bar that he's set up. It's sort of across the way from his house over there. But yeah, things are getting quite populated around here. And welcome, Michael. This is lame. What can I do, Liam? You can't really do anything. Okay. Oh, he was asking what he could, like, what can I do for you? You can't do much. I don't know if this is another... I don't know if there were any other bars, Antonio. But anyway, there is a Popeye soldier in here, a something standing there. Party goer. This is modern art. Okay. Looks like somebody from the custom universe, and yeah, custom officer Hillian. This is a nice bar. I agree. And then yellow guy looks like... Oh, he hates FCC. I was going to say he looks like he's from FCC, but he's not. That's the entire thing to be in FCC. What do you mean? I'm talking about 5 circular corn? Okay. Wait, I can make more than one building? Yes, Frost, as long as they're pretty small, because again, performance is a factor here. It's Chief Carl Dyson. We've been playing, but for so long. Okay, it's a rip-off Uno that they've been playing. Can I talk to you? No. Okay, Scout. Okay, now these guys are just totally freaking out. I think these are from Valley? They look to be from Valley. Yeah, okay. Bar is cool. And looks like we have a dancing bot at the counter today. Dancing bot, please, if you want a beer, please ask me. Also, go see Engie. He wants you. Okay. I assume Engie's hanging out behind the bar here. What about the Czech man over there? I'm not sure. Who are you referring to, Frost? I don't know. I don't actually know what the names of the nations correspond to with these units. Stupid Engie. Oh, this is Dancing Eagle, who is Dancing Engie's evil twin, or maybe just his regular twin. Engie wants you. Okay. I like your robot voice. Thanks. I get just Daniel and Turtle. Maybe you're one of them. Oh no! I promise I'm not. This seems to be Engie here. Engie, hello there. I wanted to ask you, you know those robots I made? Yeah. Those aren't mine. They're Dancing Eagles. But the Scout is beard out of his mind. I did see that. He was kind of going crazy back over there. From the Czechotine Confederacy. I did know the name of the... I know what you were talking about, the Czechs, but I don't actually know which one is them. But you can see here we are getting quite a hefty bit of performance impact. If I had a little more time to work on the Beach House world and spend a little bit less time on the technical side of this stream, I would probably be making some much-needed performance changes. So I'll be doing that before the next stream. we do have a nice growing community. We just also have to make sure it's balanced with performance stuff. Anyone who wants to see a sneak peek of my maps, I'll upload a video, but the maps are still in the work. Okay, Antonio. Just keep in mind though, you don't want to stop at the demo. That's something that unfortunately can happen in ancient. Whoa! I had a brief little technical problem here. I was trying to see how many people are viewing. Okay, I think it's working now. 8 people are viewing. Thanks everybody. Now we're going to get our list up and running. I even had it closed because of how much I was focusing on the on getting my new streaming service up. But we today are going to be playing a bunch of different maps with the general theme of post-apocalypse and zombie and horror. Actually, I promised to play some Backrooms maps in this stream, so I'm going to be leading with those, and then we'll jump right into the themed content for today's stream, which is Undead City and several others. There's a Crimson Country thing in here too. Is your car a submarine and a plane and a car? I don't know. It could be anything. It's anything my imagination wants it to be. It's like what the orcs are in 40K. I added a dancing NG to the apocalypse map. Okay. It's not going to be a demo, but be ready when you go in my basement or vault. Okay, I'm just going to call it your basement, Antonio, because I don't want people to get it confused with the vault that's in my labs. The first thing we have to play today is the Backrooms Level 0 updated, and this is not the one that's been made by Jacob. It's made by somebody else. I just thought, since we were on a Backrooms kick for today's stream, why don't we take a look at it? And this was made by this person, who is sort of a mixed bag in terms of their workshop content. I am following him. He sometimes makes what appears to be kind of serious and like effortful stuff, but then he's made a series of maps about, anyway, you just look him up. Just look at it. He makes these Among Us maps. You don't have to look it up yourself, but just take my word for it. Anyways, we're gonna play the Backrooms Level 0. It's been updated. I hope you never see any facelings. And again, I don't know too much about what the Backrooms actually are. I know they're probably a creepypasta, that kind of thing. I also did a review on Undead City. Oh, that's cool, Daniel. Yeah, very cool. Well, that's the next one in the series that's made by, I'm pretty sure, Knight Ferdinand. I've just been a few days out of the loop. I do apologize. So that's why I was going to play today. So it continues the story. Okay, so this is a maze map. So maybe it wasn't a good idea to load this up. Oh, I don't have my... I rebinded my change perspective key to be J instead of C. But we're in the Backrooms now, and it's basically just a maze, but there are going to be some hostiles in here, I believe. I searched up the creator. Yeah, Dr. Bright. I warned you against it. That guy is responsible for... Oh, that seems to be a hostile creature. Hello, Jacob. I am playing a Backrooms map, not one of yours. This is the... Oh my gosh, I'm being chased by that thing. This was made by... Oh gosh, what's the name again? The Among Us person who made that series of meme maps. I'm just going to run now. This is called like Backrooms Level 0 or something like that. I'm going to be honest, I know it's trying to go for a Backrooms kind of feel where it's like this kind of otherworldly space. But you still got to have detail in your map. I mean, unless you're appealing to the hardcore, Backrooms lore fans in the Ancient Warfare 3 community. I think the visuals of the map aren't going to see... This guy's just going to follow me forever. And it's an instant kill. So I'm not even sure how friendly the gameplay of this map is to new people, because you're going to be really running around here a lot to get to where you want to go. Maybe we'll move on. We'll move on from this to Jacob's map, which are the real Backrooms focus for today's stream. There's 6 of them, so we might as well get into them at a fairly rapid pace here. That's just creepy, says Antonio. One-hit kill. Yep. And I am very glad that I managed to switch over to Streamlabs from OBS, because now I can actually see what you all are saying live. I don't have to look at my phone, and I certainly don't have to switch to my Chrome tab. And I was also looking at options to show like notifications when people subscribe, because I think that would be cool. But that was a little bit too much for me to do before this stream. I kind of ran out of time, but maybe for next time. And maybe I'll also have the chat overlay appear for you as well for the next stream. But anyway, here we go. We're going to play the Backrooms Unknown Terror by Jacob. 6 levels of this, or maybe 7. I think it might actually be 7. I have a comically large bone. What do you mean, Michael? Unknown terror level 6. Oh, okay, right. So this it starts at level 0. That's what I was thinking. Here it is, level 0 of the Backrooms. And again, it's all going to depend really on the visual interestingness of these maps, because I know that the Backrooms have a very distinct appearance to them. But if it's really just going to be this kind of a monotonous setting the entire time, like 7 maps of running through kind of a nondescript maze of concrete, that's really not going to honestly be enough to propel me to playing the whole thing. I think your bones are supposed to be the same size. True. Very true. By the way, the Backrooms are literally meant to be like a maze. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, I'm not really sure how conducive that is, to Ancient Warfare 3, which in the past, people have not really had a lot of enjoyment with maze maps, and also with streaming, because if it's going to be the visual sameness of it might not be exactly appealing. Okay, here I am. I ended up in the Backrooms. But we're going to see here. Is this the same audio from before? It might be. The boss is large and he has a bone baton and he's big, so now it's a comically large bone. Okay. Well, I do like the vignette. Yeah, okay. And I do like that my ability to jump has been restricted, which I assume means I'm going to get rushed by a melee guy in a second. That's a little word of advice for anybody who makes, yeah, see, here he is. Anybody who makes melee or like zombie maps is restrict the player's ability to jump, because you can't cheese in that situation. Of course, there's nothing for me to cheese that guy on here. The way to do it would be to jump up on a table or something so the AI can't reach you, but there are no tables in the Backrooms. Hello, Jess. Welcome to the stream. You get to the Backrooms by glitching out of reality. Okay. I wonder if somebody would put this at a random hard-to-get-to spot in one of their maps. That would be freaky. How do you play Gravity Gunners? I can't find it on Ancient Warfare 3. If you're looking at it in the map menu, Daniel, you won't be able to find it because it's a campaign. There's a campaign menu in the home screen of Ancient Warfare 3 too. You've escaped level 0. Okay. So just kind of running around in a maze, and I assume we're going to get a little bit more of a complex story developing, because there's 7 maps of this. You aren't meant to fight the creatures. They each have around 500 health each, and you have 10 health. Yeah, I was figuring that once my punch did nothing. I just decided to start running. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna wait for this to load out, and then look back up at Backrooms Unknown Terror. Hold on, and there are a lot of like these template maps towards the front of the workshop, but I'm not going to be looking at them today because they don't really have much going on. I mean, I definitely appreciate people making map making more accessible to new players, but I don't have much to comment on with those. Also, I'm making a boss. Cool, Michael. I think I already saw that. Level 0 is actually the first level, so don't get confused. This is actually the second Backrooms level. Okay. Don't worry, none of the monsters are ferals. Well, I'm grateful for that, Jacob. Ferals in Ancient Warfare 3, or feral zombies, have long freaked me out. I literally started a new trend, says Daniel. Nice. Well, as long as it's not just, low effort spamming it out there, and you, give people a good, visually appealing bedrock to build gameplay on, then that's to be encouraged, I think. Yeah, ferals are literally my worst nightmare for this. Okay, it's a tiny guy. I will not run to him. There is over in big number levels in the Backrooms. Okay, well, currently there's only 7 in Ancient Warfare 3, so... But I have to say that I'm not necessarily sure if this is fitting for streaming at the moment, if it's sort of all visually similar. But it could actually probably get a little more complex here. I don't really know. I don't know what to expect with this. I'm not very familiar with what the Backrooms actually are. But you are going to get a lot of people saying concrete sausages with this. By the way, those small guys are rats. Oh, okay. Interesting. The rats don't harm me. Okay. Hello, fish. Welcome to the stream. 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 Welcome to the stream If I were to ever make the Liam avatar run away from something, it would be him going to a door to escape some ferals. That's pretty in character of me, Jess. I have a pretty deep-seated fear of feral zombies, especially in large numbers, and especially when I can't cheese them. Alright, so that's the end of level 2. We're going down the stairs to level 2 of the Backrooms. Okay then, and I do wonder what's going to happen next. Maybe we should split this up across the stream, like we do 2 or 3 maps of the Backrooms, and then we do a couple of other things, and then come back to the Backrooms. Because if they're all sort of like this, it's a lot of just kind of walking around, which is fine, but I don't think we should necessarily do it in a big block, is all. Him versus nighttime. Yeah, I sometimes have battles with the entire setting of the night. Alright, level 2, here we go. I think we'll play this one and then go on to the next thing on our list for today's stream. We actually have a very, very large list of maps to play, so I've split it up into 2 shorter lists for 2 shorter streams. We had 29 maps to play through this morning, and then 2 new maps came out, so it's up to 30. So I've split them up roughly into 2 lists of 15 each. Probably won't stay for long. Okay, that's fine, Fish. This will still be in video form after it's done, and if you do want to see more of like an I don't want to say exciting, but like more gameplay oriented map, that'll be coming up next. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing 30 maps on this stream, Daniel, don't worry. It's been divided up into 2 streams, so we're playing the first 15 today, and hopefully the next 15 tomorrow. That's my fervent wish, but I was also hoping to start using Mondays for that, you know, that map upgrading, map renovating thing we talked about a while back, where I take other people's maps, or my own maps, and renovate them on stream or something. Or I could do it in video form, but I think stream would probably be easier. It's kind of like a maze, but in the later maps there are small amounts of combat. Okay, then I will be dividing it up after this. Can you play 1294? Oh, I guess that makes it 31, Michelle. I might be able to play it today, or if it fits better with the list for tomorrow, I'll just do it then, because this is more of a post-apocalyptic, kind of a zombie-styled stream today. Whoa. And I'm not necessarily sure if that quite fits that theme, but we don't have to be so strict with the theme. There's not too many more things related to our topic today anyways. It will certainly be on the list, and it'll get played either today or tomorrow. Okay, very long hallways here. I might try and sprint past this guy. If I die, I'll just move on to the next map. He would have to chase me for answers, and he would have locked the door behind him for obvious reasons. What are you referring to, Jess? I don't know if I get what you're talking about. Let's avoid that guy. In this level, there are large amounts of enemies, so good luck. Thanks for the luck. I'll head this way. I'll turn left here. But yeah, mazes in Ancient Warfare 3 don't really stimulate the player's excitement very much, unless you have some puzzle or action or something, and especially when it's so kind of similar looking. It's definitely a niche for sure, but I'm not sure if it necessarily is what Ancient Warfare 3 was built for. I'm going to turn right here. So far I've been able to survive it though. I haven't died. I haven't died once so far in the Backrooms, so I'll be careful. If you want to get this out to maybe a larger audience, I would consider adding more detail, decoration and stuff to this, but obviously that would be kind of, conflicting with the nature of the Backrooms. It's meant to be kind of an eerie, samey place. But yeah, not necessarily so exciting for a stream. Alright. Is this a dead end? No. I turn right here. I feel like I could be walking in circles. It is pretty much a walking simulator, Daniel, I have to admit. Depending on how long this one goes, I might move on to the next thing. No offense to whoever made these maps, but I think I'm going to die of boredom, says Fish. Definitely catering towards people who already know what the Backrooms are. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we necessarily need to continue with this for now. I don't know how big of a map this is. Holy cow, that's quite large actually. I think we'll move on from this. You scream as you meet your terrible fate. Okay, I think we are going to move on now to the next thing on our list, because the Backrooms are maybe not necessarily what we were going for a stream theme. Wow, can't believe I nailed that in the first try. Stream theme, everybody. I have sabotaged the stream by boring everyone to death. No, it's fine. It's fine, Jacob. I'm just not going to play them all in one sitting, if you don't mind. Moving on now to the next thing on today's list, which is Zombies Attack, and the thing that drew my attention about this map was because it also is labeled Red versus Blue versus Zombies, which for those unfamiliar, which I assume will be most of you, Red versus Blue versus Zombies, also called RBZ, was a sort of community competition that I ran. Gosh, it must have been in 2020 that I did it, or maybe it was early 2021, I don't remember at this point, but it's been a while now, so I was interested that somebody kind of just out of nowhere made something with that tag when the idea's been gone for a very long time. Some of the maps released for RBZ were When the Basin Fell by Mammoth, and that's probably the biggest one that kind of gained the most traction. But anyway, we're going to hit play now. I'm not even sure what the level of effort put into this map was, but it just drew my attention, so I thought I'd give it a moment of attention on stream. Good evening, Jay. Nice to see you here. My map about the fourth wall, basically... What? Oh, okay, I thought I was a player with no weapons for a second. I guess we are just supposed to watch this happen. Okay, the army's going to come in. Let me read the chat as they fight it out. Basically, he goes in there thinking it would bring him home, but he gets stuck in the fourth wall and has an encounter with me. And I want you to chase him because he is trying. Jas appears as an antagonist in his own map? Interesting. Did you play Kill Dancing NG? No, I did not. I don't actually know if NG likes those or like approves of them. And yeah, an RBZ map out of nowhere. This came up just like 2 days ago. So I was like, that's interesting. Somebody must have played When the Basin Fell and saw the bit about it being for the RBZ and just kind of rolled with it. You know, I did make a map and rules for a new version of the RBZ, like a modern RBZ, but I never did it because I have some other plans for this YouTube channel and for my Ancient Warfare 3 career for the next couple of weeks and months. I hate them, says Andrew, so yeah, I'm not going to be playing it if you genuinely dislike them. I could also work to actually, get them removed or get people to stop making them, if you unironically don't like the maps. So just give me like a thumbs up in chat if that's what you want, NG. But yeah, that was Zombie Attack. I don't know necessarily if there was a lot of feedback I could give on it. Maybe it could have used, obviously, some hills on the edges and some terrain painting as well. But it seemed to be more or less kind of just watch the army smash together. And I think we don't necessarily have to spend a whole lot of time on that. I'm supposed to be the semi-good guy in this because the major should not be there. Okay, Jess, that makes sense. You don't want to be the antagonist in your own product. It might actually be a little bit edgy if you appeared as like, I'm the unkillable god of this world. If you did that for your own Ancient Warfare 3 map. Okay, well now we're going to check out Airport Alpha, and this is on our zombie theme for today. It's the next installment in the Crimson Country series. We've been playing that on stream for the past couple of days, weeks, and now it's got a 7th part. Okay, and NG generally does not like the Kill Dancing NG maps, so I will talk to the people who made them, and we can break that up. There's a map called Kill JFX 2. What? And okay, Daniel, the World War II quiz, I'll just add it to the list right now, and it'll probably be played. I will probably be played on the next stream. I would so make myself into an antagonist for a map. Okay, Fish, I won't judge you for that. No, I'll judge you, but I'll just do it silently. And then Frost, yeah. Frost has these self-references, the Frost and Fire Knights, yeah. Alright, well, here we go with Airport Alpha, everybody. Defending it against, I assume. Actually, no, it looks like bandits here, not zombies. It's weird. Nobody else is with me apart from bandits. Darn it! Under construction. Can I shoot this? Oh, what the heck? Did I just get punched in the back by a bandit? Okay. Well, that was not expected. I don't expect to be in combat right away there, but I'll retry that. Make Kill JFX 2 on stream. No thanks, Jay. I do have a run-in with a surprise inspection with one of my employers when I send the major to follow Liam. So, Jas, is this fourth wall campaign, I suppose from the name of it, it's more meta, it's got some references in it, and welcome to the stream, Knight Ferdinand. I think I have to unsubscribe from Tonebinder. Why so, Frost? Because I died so fast? This means war. Oh, okay. This is where the enemy was located. Oh, no, they're here. Okay. The chainsaw guy. The wall fought back. Yeah, I died right when I damaged the wall, and I didn't know if it had killed me or something, but it did not. It was the sound effect that tipped me off. Otherwise, I was like, is this wall booby-trapped or something? So now I'm going to try shooting down the wall. Ooh, still restricted from jumping. Yes, no? Oh, man. Wasted bullets there. Maybe not? Definitely a waste of bullets. Okay. You insulted me, very unprofessional. I'm sorry, Frost. I did not mean to do that. So there's basically a war going on out here with these bandits. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to throw down this ammo kit and grab ammo as we walk forward. But actually I'm going to want to head back to the med kit as well, so I can carry that around. It's not a campaign, but it has mild references to the incident. Okay. Alright, well now I have more ammo. I embarrassed Jacob. He's embarrassed by my misplaying of his map. But since I can't jump over here, I don't think I can do anything. Oh, look at that. An ammo pile. I am literally blind in this map. Okay. Abandoned area keycard. Let's pretend nothing happened. Okay. So we're fighting. This is actually quite a large and interesting environment for a battle. We're like in the interior section of a very, very large airport. Maybe a little bit of terrain painting would be useful here. I know it's meant to be concrete, but you could have like you know, skid burn marks and stuff. Whoa! Hey, at least I caught that guy. I stopped him from killing me. Okay. Well, nice to see you too. That's what he was saying in zombie language, of course. Ferals. I don't like ferals. Let's keep going. Huh. Looks like the bandits took a couple of zombies out on their own. I like this technique of, you know, mini storytelling. Perhaps some lines. Airports have lines on the tarmac, says Frost. Not a bad idea, for sure. There's something called a melee weapon you can use to fight off single zombies. That's true, Jacob. Or maybe I can use a shotgun, because that's cooler. You will like ferals? Oh yeah, Frost? I just imagine Frost saying that as like the 1984 guy up on the screen. You will like feral zombies! Obey Frost. Oh no, he knows what's best for you! Okay, now the ferals are coming out. I'm going to use my SMG. Yeah, too many for a shotgun at this point. If I were to make a campaign, it would take place as the Major when he's a sergeant during the incident. Jess, to be honest, I'm not. I hope you're not expecting me to be following you on the lore right now about what the incident is and stuff like that. Oh, hi, Madden. Yeah, literally 1984. Yep. One thing that seems to be an unfortunate side effect of my new program is by default the latency is set as normal rather than low, which means you're not seeing what I'm saying. Well, you're seeing what I'm saying, but it's a little bit delayed compared to how it was on OBS, so I'll have that fixed for the next stream. I suppose I could fix it during a moment of downtime on this stream, too. At work yesterday, there was a customer named Madden. That's what Jay reported that. Well, he found you. Nice texturing on this map. I will say in some parts it's a little... Actually, maybe a little bit too dark. It could be a little more blending in with the default concrete. But I do definitely like the different textures being used, especially considering how large of an arena is being used for this map. But I do think it's a little bit empty out here. You could add some more rubble or just terrain painting. Would be very nice down there. Very cool name. Would recommend. This is like the stone guy. I'm scared of him. He took my entire magazine to kill. Area is clear beyond this point. No, it's not. It's infested. They had to overwrite that said it was clear. It's become infested. Huh. Okay, this was the bandit safe point. I'm expecting you to learn the fourth wall map. Oh, I'm sorry, Janice. Well, if you like write your lore essay in the comments or something, then I'll be up to speed on your fourth wall map. Need some more decor, said Fish. Well, I think the interior areas are pretty good for decor, but the exterior at least. You could do both. Certainly wouldn't hurt, since I don't think that would affect performance too much. Let's head outside now. So we have to be careful. Whoa. That is a lot. That is maybe too many. I don't mean too many for the map, but too many for me to take on here. I don't even know if I can win. That may be way too many. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah, okay. I was trying to heal. I don't really know if I can win that fight. Do you think that every field ever needs a few things there, like a random car or a huge truck? Not every field ever. But I will say, it's just more visually pleasing to have stuff going on in a map, even if it doesn't make sense. Just having stuff going on. The player can use their imagination. It's sad that I died to those guys. There could be possibly a few too many bandits there, but I also think it was partly my fault for switching to the revolver rifle rather than sticking with my SMG, because I assumed the SMG would actually be a much better fit for large hordes of bandits. Can you explain the entire lore of Good of the Company in a short time? But not right now. Sure. But not right now, I said. There also is, Daniel, a wiki for that stuff. If you want to check that out, it's tgotc.fandom.com. Oh, by the way, I think this will work, but maybe not. Why, if you guys would mind doing this, typing this command that I'm about to say, exclamation point schedule. If you would type that in, all one word, don't put a space between the exclamation point and the schedule. That would be, I would appreciate that test, because what I had set it up to do was to display my stream schedule. So it would say I stream at 2 p.m. Eastern on weekends and 4 p.m. Eastern on weekdays and stuff. Seems like it's not working, so I was sort of expecting that might happen, but I just wanted to make sure. It was for a previous idea, or a previous setup for streaming. It's unfortunate it didn't work, but I had hoped maybe it would carry over. It did not, though. It's okay. Anyways, the wiki is too long and boring to read. I'm sorry, says Daniel. Okay, that's fine. You know what I could do, Daniel, is before the... Or maybe someone else can, actually. But somebody, maybe me or someone else wants to do it, could make a video, like, the entire story of Good of the Company explained in 3 minutes, because I know there's something like that for Half-Life. That would be kind of fun. So if somebody else wants to take that on, they can, but otherwise I guess I could do it. Just so that going into Paradigm Shift, people have a rough idea of what happens in the baseline campaign. Because even people who have, long been in this community, like Fleck, have never finished the campaign. So something like that could be helpful, perhaps. His command failed. Well, I'm glad it amused you, Jas. My goodness, Jas takes delight in my failures. Jas was like, his command failed. I wasn't necessarily expecting it to work, but it was just a bit of, vain hope. It was my pipe dream there. Okay, let's keep going. I do like these barricades between areas. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Just a little bit of extra stuff going on, like I said. I got stuck on one level and never bothered to try Good of the Company again, says Fish. Ah, unfortunate. I am also working on, this is more in the background, it's different, and a little bit lower priority, but there is still Good of the Company co-op. That's, in the oven right now, where you can play through the whole campaign with a buddy to help you out a little bit. Welcome to the stream, Lane. I have one of your maps on the list for this stream, but it might not actually end up getting played on this stream because today's list is 30 maps long, so I've divided it up into 2 sections. So either way, I'm going to be playing your Vietnam map today or tomorrow, Lame, and anything else you want played as well, of course. I'm not leaving Nick, says Michael. Well, the thing is, Michael, you don't actually have to leave Nick. If you just keep him alive long enough for, when the battle ends and he's still alive, you'll get an achievement for that, which means, canonically, the game acknowledges that you've saved him, so you can assume that he stays alive. If you do that, you can just not think about it anymore. Nick stands. That's cool how that works, says Turtle. Basically, it would, what you would do is have a kind of an AI, or a scripting, like a smartened up AI unit, friendly AI unit, that would fight on your side, and they would also give little remarks. You could have an in-universe character be your buddy, or you could have a quote-unquote online user, like somebody in the Ancient Warfare 3 community, who will react to different things differently. That was my idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ancient Warfare 3 people. It could be like, kind of just archetypal online users, something like you're bad, or someone who's actually friendly, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was it's more of a kind of a secondary project compared to Paradigm Shift, which is continuing at the moment at full steam. The planet broke before the Nick. Unfortunately, it does seem like Nick is a bit doomed no matter what happens. Even if you save him there, he does say he's corrupted and good of the company. Let's move down into the outside area. Oh, I have a G18. Cool. I like this random skeleton. Like I said, just random stuff going on is always going to help your map visually. Look at the horde, says Jacob. I think I'm going to kind of move to cover before I take a look around. That sounds fun. 40k reference. Okay. Whoa. I would love to not even be there and bully. I would love to not even be there and be someone's AI co-op. Oh, Fish, you would be a co-op buddy for good of the company co-op. Okay, I won't do any direct names, but it'll be you know, reminiscent of your real name. So instead of Fish, I would say like Amphibian Archer or something. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, that was horrible. If Frost is still here, I just better hope he was tabbed out. Good of the company paradigm shift community expansion contest, maybe? Well, since Good of the Company paradigm shift is an expansion to Good of the Company 2021, I don't think you would necessarily need to make an expansion of it. Though I suppose you could actually, because it's a entirely different character and a pretty different story in general. So maybe there could be a second expansion contest after that if there's enough interest. You know, you can't assume that. I keep hearing this stepping sound. It's a little bit unnerving. Oh, it's the zombie horde coming to get me. Except they all got shot with arrows. Fire Frost, buddy. Yeah, okay. Your score in combat is already so low, I no longer care. Oh, okay, Frost. I'm gonna make Nick live. You know, you can't do that, Michael. The map file for engagement, the level with Nick, is available on the workshop. So if you wanna mod it up, you can do that. Okay, maybe these guys spawn infinitely. I have to push forward. We have ourselves another bandit. Breach reported near the outer fence. Breach unit, go to that area now. Okay, I'm part of the breach unit. Don't worry, bandits. I'm in charge of the breach unit. It's fine. You just missed 3 shots. It's fine, Frost. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody's gonna be okay. Except for these zombies. In a row with a shotgun. So what? Huh? Okay, if these guys spawn infinitely, I don't know how I can deal with them. Especially because I can't cheese them. Let's push right. And hope that guy doesn't shoot us. He's not gonna. Please use melee weapons. Okay. I will use them where they are, you know, appropriate. Oh my gosh. 0, 0, 0. No! No! Oh my gosh, I was trying to use the bandages, but that got me out of whack. And I got killed. Okay. If those guys spawn infinitely, it's going to be very, very, like, a lot of pressure on the player in that exterior area. I think it's definitely beatable. But there is a lot of pressure from multiple angles there. So I think if you want to have a tense final act, I think you're definitely going to be able to achieve that. You haven't failed the test. You failed to sharpen your pencil, says Frost. Man, brutal! If Frost isn't as a companion, he'll be making remarks every time you fail to kill a unit. Not whenever you actually kill a unit. Okay, maybe I will just look at that in the custom battle editor, and let's see what else, what more there is to see. This area feels like it could use a little bit more, not too much, but a little bit more of decoration. But this outer building is quite nice to see. I'm not sure where I was supposed to go. Maybe I was supposed to go to this outer fence. That's actually my working theory right now. Was I? No, it's an invisible wall. Okay, never mind then. Then maybe we were supposed to go to this tank? Maybe. What is this map called? I want to try it. It's called Airport Alpha. Okay, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do there. Okay, now we've come up with an unfortunate situation because the chat on my screen is covering the X's, so I had to just kind of fumble around to find buttons to click. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Wookiee Companion makes 40k references constantly. Okay, well, I'm going to give this map an upvote, and I think we'll continue moving forward on our list for today, because like I already said, you know, we've got quite a few things to get through. But we'll just go as far as we can, and then we'll save the rest for tomorrow, because I'm certainly not expecting we'll be able to play everything that we have on tap for today in one stream. Next up is a horror map, everybody. I've never checked it out. Maybe it's scary, maybe it's not. You know, you never know. Horror is quite difficult to do, but this is called Horror Maze. And it actually doesn't. I'm not convinced that I'll be scared. We'll see. I always say that because if I do get scared, it's I don't know. It's got its own little taste of dramatic irony, I guess. Okay, you're meant to find a plane. Got it, Jacob. Let's look at that for a second. That must be the plane. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll play this again off camera, but I do want to get through some more things on today's list. I think I played most of the gameplay for this map. I did not complete the map, so he's automatically banned. I'll come back to it, Jacob. I'll come back to it. Maybe off camera, though. Okay, everybody, this map contains jump scares, dark hallways, nighttime blood and gore, and dark and creepy things. So that was what really got my attention there, like, oh my. Yes, hello and yes, this might be the first ever maze that's been made. Heck, even a horror maze. Yeah, that's right, a horror maze. Actually got quite a few mazes on today's stream. Not sure how to feel about that. Anyways, we're just trying to get from point A to point B. You just have to find the flag, but remember, this is a maze, so it can confuse you. Also, there's these two maps that will quote-unquote help you. Also, some friendlies are trying to help you get from point A to point B, and the enemy can die. You can't die. You shouldn't die anyway. Okay, that was a kind of a confusing description. I think because there were no periods. It's okay, we'll hit play. Just make sure to include, I don't know, full punctuation, I guess, because otherwise people aren't necessarily going to know what to do. If you have these long run-on sentences, sometimes they just don't even know how to read them. It's okay, though. I got the gist of things, and we're going to head in here. How do you make the radio talk, Michelle? You just take a passive tiny unit and just stick it inside the radio and just give it a hint. If I don't hear rattle me bones, I'll be disappointed. Okay. This map actually does have a fair amount of detail loading things in here. And Lame says, horror maps in Ancient Warfare 3 are pretty strange for me, but the great thing is that scripts can make it cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have stopped our car here. Actually, quite impressed already. We can jump, so we can cheese. Maybe you should restrict the player's ability to jump. Actually, that's one possible solution to the cheesing of the horror situation. This guy died into a trap, so let's jump over it. We're almost to the horror maze now. Holy cow. So I'm not necessarily sure. I think this is just going to be more Halloween, not horror. I don't think I'm necessarily going to be scared. I mean, we'll see. But I think this has a different tone to it than, say, what would be Valley or that analog horror map by Engie. With the Sergeant... okay, now, Jess, you're asking me about something that's not my project, right? The Sergeant is your creation, so I'm not sure why you're asking me, unless you want my opinion. But also, we should try to keep it somewhat focused on what I'm playing right now, because I don't want to necessarily detract from the person who made this map. So this, I think, is less meant to be horror, and just, obviously, it's a night map. Uh-oh, it's a night map, everybody. But it's just meant to be kind of a dark setting, spooky setting, rather than to actually outright terrify the player. Oh, okay, I died. I'll give that another shot. I was all talking and no action there. I was talking on and on and on about this map, and I failed to defeat that one ghost guy. Use the axe, says Frost. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Alright. Okay, let's play again. You're red, you're shooting your friends. Oh my gosh, I am? I am. Why don't I rebind my key? Okay. My apologies, guys. I was shooting my friends there. Well, now we have our change view thing set the way it should be set. Let's pick up an axe. Where was it? It was on this table over here. But yeah, you have stuff like the ropes and different textures being used, which is quite cool. So does anybody, can people name like what horror maps there are in Ancient Warfare 3? I know there's the Samson Mansion, and Valley sort of counts, and the analog horror map sort of counts. But is that it? Maybe I could try making a horror map in Ancient Warfare 3. I could do it, but off screen though. Off screen. Both of those things, all those things. The reason I would do it off stream and off screen is because I wouldn't want people to have any spoilers for it, to have it be actually scary. But I'm not sure, because at the moment I'm committed to several things. I have Creed vs. Rust going, and I have Good of the Company Paradigm Shift going as well. To be honest, I probably have enough stuff on my to-do list to last me through most of 2022, depending on how fast I I work. I'm guessing my Good of the Company and Creed vs. Rust stuff will be completed by the end of April or May, somewhere around then. That'll put me in a fairly free position, so that could be a good time to create a horror map. Yeah, off-screen. Yeah, Frost, I was really not doing well with that pronunciation there for a minute. United through friendship and... what are you quoting there, Michelle? Liam would get too scared to make a horror map. Well, the thing is, Jess, if I made the map... oh my gosh. If I made the map, I wouldn't be too scared. Because I would know what's coming. I mean, maybe I would get scared once it's fully done and all the horrifying stuff has been scripted in. Especially if there's, random elements that I can't predict when the scares are going to come. Okay, Michelle. Okay, then. I don't know how you got on that, but okay. Let's keep going. I think we'll turn left. This maze looks a bit boring, says Frost. I do think visually, since it's kind of all the same, yes, but I also think it was an interesting choice to open it up to the sky, actually. It adds a little bit of visual interestingness, but of course, you have to maybe make it two modulars high so we can't jump up and see the outside, because that really breaks the immersion to see the edges of the maps. Okay, what does this say? If anybody is reading this place... well, oh! Okay, I thought I was about to get attacked. This place used to be a building site for a maze, but something or someone came and killed everybody. I'm scared and lost. Whatever you do, don't go further. Just turn around and walk back. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to refuse their suggestions and go deeper into the maze. Looks kind of lazy, says Frost. Well, this opening area has quite a bit of detail going on. There's lots of different pieces being used, but this area in here could definitely use some more decoration. So this guy's not going to die no matter what I do, so let's just kind of run around him. You would still get scared because people would suggest feral, says Jess. You know what, that's fair. That's a good chance of that. Man, these dead ends. These dead ends are brutal. It makes sense. Boring maps in Ancient Warfare 3 are scary. They are scary to the Tonebinder YouTube channel because boring maps result in a similar fashion to how night maps do, in thousands and thousands of haters just appearing out of nowhere. I am going to avoid the scary fire sword, man. I mean, there's definitely a lot of potential to make this scary. You could have stuff like audio cues, similar to what Valley does. You could hear it's like stomping and breathing, maybe. Just audio and sound design really separates a dark map from a scary map. It's really quite hard to be scary in Ancient Warfare 3. Can I shoot through here? Also, where are the jump scares? It said there would be jump scares. That's true, Jacob. Where are the jump scares? I wanted to lead the fire sword guy onto that trap, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so let's try and find another way around here. Through here, I suppose? Looks like it. I would suggest the Pharaoh's Jazz. Well, I'm a long ways off from making a horror map, everybody. I am firmly, admired in the Creed vs. Rust and Good of the Company stuff. My hope is to finish the Creed vs. Rust map that I'm currently working on to fully free me up for a lightning fast, just mass production. Not mass production, because I don't want to make it seem like it would be lazy, but, hours and hours of development on Paradigm Shift. I'm gearing up for that. I have ideas and concepts and stuff all prepared, but I just need the time for it, and I don't want to commit necessarily to that until my other minor stuff is done, and that's Creed vs. Rust. The jump scare was the night map itself. Yes, true, Dr. Bright. I don't actually know if we're going to be able to complete this. I'm not seeing a real path forward to victory here. Unless maybe this is a new... No, it's not. Okay. This is just a dead end. Yeah, so I would suggest definitely adding more detail and stuff. And again, not necessarily scary for the player. It's certainly dark. And you've kind of nailed the atmosphere, but not really scary. You've got to have sound design for that, I think. You really have to focus on all of the player's senses, not just their visual senses. Visual senses, of course, being sight. Your multiple visual senses. There's sight and that other one. You know what I'm talking about, of course. The other visual sense. But anyway, folks, that was Horror Maze. Now we're moving on to the next map on today's list, which is still sort of on theme, the Undead City. Liam, if I made a boss fight, would you play through the whole thing in a stream and complete it? Do you mean like have it be the only dedicated thing on the stream, Frostfire? Because depending on how difficult it is, I might have to do that. I have played boss fights on stream before. The thing is that when it's when it's kind of, doing the same thing over and over again, it's similar to being in an only concrete map in that, visually it's the same thing for people to watch. Yeah, the other visual sense, yeah. Okay, it's a lag simulator, says Daniel. Oh, okay, well, we'll see how this plays out. You have been sent to Luxembourg, the city in Zone Alpha. If you remember Zone Alpha, which we were last time fighting the ERF, to retrieve some information. But Zone Alpha is infested with zombies because the government poisoned the water because there were lots of rebels there. Okay, that was a little confusing because of the double because, but it's fine. This map is a continuation from all these maps. The facility, escape the facility, Zone Alpha, and Last Stand of the Rebellion. Okay, we're going to hit play now, and this world definitely seems to be opening up here. Let's hit play on this. I came here to do two things, steal property and purge heretics. I think Michelle is getting into Warhammer just like Michael. Got a couple of Warhammer fans in the chat. In my video I said Luxembourg. Oh no, it's Luxembourg. It's rough, Daniel. Well, that means, of course, I have to dislike it now, Daniel. I'm really sorry, but it's my duty. I'm just kidding. Okay, definitely freezing up a little bit. Definitely could be pretty performance intensive. We'll see how this runs on our computer. I may have to turn down my graphics settings. Something that I discovered that is a bit of advice for anybody who's interested. When I installed Elden Ring the other day, it completely would not run on my PC. Like it could not run at all. So I looked it up, and if you go to your graphics settings, you can actually choose certain apps to switch their priority or something. You could switch it from high battery life to high performance. And I switched Elden Ring to high performance, which meant it automatically started running. So then I did that for Ancient Warfare 3 as well, which I think has allowed me to play a little bit bigger maps since then with less of a performance impact. So all this being said, if you want to play bigger maps in Ancient Warfare 3, you could give that a shot. I think that's a safe thing to recommend because it was at the top of the Elden Ring reviews. Anyway, we're going to see how my computer runs when I play Undead City. Not too much lag at the moment. Nice. We haven't gotten too much into a fight, though. I thought this would be Sergeant Hammond, but it was not. I got a report from the capital that General Victor has halted the rebel advance. Where is Hammond? There he is. Good, you finally arrived. What do you want to know first? Let's see the chat. Welcome to the stream, dinner hostage. Okay, anyway, I'll read the other stuff soon, but I have to first talk to Sergeant Hammond and get my information. Good, you finally arrived. What do you want to know first? The size of the enemy's forces, please. If we're going to take this city, we need to know that. Well, we know that a lot of enemies are entrenched, but there are not a lot of reinforcements. Also, the enemies are ERF, rebels, and zombies. Do you want to know anything more? Yes. So yeah, we are fighting against the ERF from Good of the Company, because they are, covertly supporting this rebellion. Also, please don't spam dinner hostage. Why is the city full of zombies? There's been a lot of rebellions since, 1350, and this place is full of zombies because the water has been poisoned. The government hasn't bothered to take it back. Also, it's quite easy to take cities back from zombies because they can't use guns. Do you want to know anything more? Well, we're not just fighting zombies, man. We're fighting guys with guns, the ERF. Okay, how many zombies and humans are in this city? Last time there were 45,000 zombies and 3,900 rebels. Okay, this was from 3 years ago. I think that's all I'll ask what my mission is. Your mission is to get the information from an ERF-controlled hospital. We want it because they think it could be something important. Okay, I'll go get that information for you, sir. We are the bad guys, says Daniel. He thinks. Okay, maybe we are. And Michael took a selfie with Golgi. Nice. Go fight, you peasant! Okay. Morale is quite low currently. Uh-oh. Can't count how many deserters I've shot this week. Oh, that's rough. This is a conquest map. 1,500 points, 4 flags. I think that's a fair balance. We'll see how fast it winds down. I hope this war will end soon. Me too. We should have talked to the other soldiers. Yep, don't worry. Knight Ferdinand, I was doing that by default. Can I talk to these guys too? I cannot. Okay, this is our home base. Let's go this way, I guess, out the gate. And Michael killed Golgi. Very well done. Are you finishing up Good of the Company right now, Michael? That's awesome. We need backup. Nice. We got some callouts. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna be aggressive here and push up to cover. And this does appear to be using some Last of Us prefabs, if I had to guess. So sort of a patchwork of different sound effects being used. That's fine to have a lot of prefabs in the map. Just make sure you have your own, obviously, contribution to it is all. But definitely, I think he has. From what I'm seeing here, this is not exclusively prefabs. That home base, for example, and these units. I killed him in Proposition. You killed Golgi in Proposition, Michael? How? I've never seen anybody do that so far. Michael, how did you kill him? You're not supposed to be able to kill him in Proposition. That's like a cutscene level. Anyway, we are pushing up against what appear to be ERF soldiers and rebel forces. Is this the... This must be the Mammoth Hospital. Okay, so yeah, lots of prefabs being used, but if they're put together in a visually pleasing way, I think that's totally fine, because that's what they're meant to be used in. Yeah, Mammoth ambience, Mammoth prefabs. Alright, I need to heal now. Be careful, the map is full of people. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that here. I gotta be a little more careful. Whoa! I just got like a sniper round to my face. But he only decided to shoot me a single time, which is nice. I pinged you in videos, this is a screenshot. I used the ammo pile and mag dumped him. Okay, Michael, I will definitely have to check that out. Did you run to the other side? Did you run to the other side of the room where he stands? Interesting. You totally did. Oh my gosh, wow. Well done, Michael. That is... you know what? That's a fair play for doing something completely unexpected. Anyways, we only control one of the 4 points, and we have to get an advantage. Otherwise, the enemy is going to hold this city, and we cannot allow them to do that. We have to defeat the ERF right here, right now. Speedrun good of the company. You know, Michael, the current speedrun time for good of the company is 39 minutes. If you search up Count Landshark on YouTube, he has the high score, so that's what you gotta beat. This map was really cool. Agreed. It really does feel like you're fighting a big city. Like the scale of this map is very good without sacrificing performance, at least for me. Daniel reports that it's pretty laggy for him. I don't know if there's any actual information to take. I think you only fight. No, I think this is the hospital with the ERF. So I think we do have to push in here, and maybe there will be information. Why are the rebels robots? Are they robots, really? Whoa, 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 careful. Okay, just gotta clear them. These have gotta be the rebels, right? Yeah. Nice, and it does appear to have been... This hospital does appear to have been receiving some major visual updates. So it's not just, you know, a prefab placed down without alterations. Which I appreciate, considering how important it is to the setting of the map. But I don't want to die here. I feel like they have a spawn in there. I'm gonna run through. We need backup in the waste sector. Alright. Jay, I would appreciate it if you would only talk in English in the chat so I can see what people are actually saying. Oh, nice. Medical supplies. Very cool. Alright, let's go into the hallways now. We have to get that information. This is cool. Move the gear up. What, do you know or play Agent 47? I do not know or play that, unfortunately, Antonio. Okay, are we supposed to jump up here? No, I don't think so. Are we supposed to break that? Nope, okay, we'll go a different way. I don't think we're supposed to break their wood. So we're gonna head back. Whoa! Big counterattack, big counterattack. From the ERF as well. Is that scripted, or did they just spawn in? Let's go to A-Wing. I will add an old Liam in my 4th wall map, and he would have dialogue saying it was episode 26 of Wild Wednesdays, and then say that you're a bug, and when you kill him it causes a cascade. Okay, Jazz. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm hoping to start Wild Wednesdays pretty much once I get to 200 subscribers. I guess since I don't have much planned for like a 200 subscriber special, that can be kind of my gift to you, since I don't have much else in the way of a thank you. Probably when I get to that point, I'll make a short video with a little poll, and then you can vote on what maps you would maybe want to see on the Tonebinder channel other than Ancient Warfare 3, if any. If you only want to see Ancient Warfare 3, that's fine as well. It's certainly far and away the game that I have the most personal experience with, except maybe Minecraft, but I don't play Minecraft anymore. How dare you, Agent 47 is a known man in lots of games. I'm sorry, Antonio. Yeah, he colored the ground. Yes, this Knight Ferdinand has made quite a few changes to this hospital, I'm noticing. At least with modular painting. There could be others that I'm not aware of. You can play Good of the Company campaign for 200 subs. Do you mean Good of the Company, like the one I made, Michelle? Because I already made a live stream where I played through that. If you look up Creator Commentary, The Good of the Company, that's the one where I play my Good of the Company campaign. Unless you mean some other piece of content besides the 2021 one. Modded Minecraft playthrough? Oh my goodness. I don't necessarily know. We'll just see. I'll leave most options on the table, but I would have kind of assumed people would want stuff that's, you know, reminiscent of what Ancient Warfare 3 is, aka, you know, simulation, not simulation, but like warfare, you know, simulated situations, sandboxes, but it'll all be up to the will of people who watch this stuff. So there are really a lot of soldiers in here. Modded Minecraft playthrough. Don't spam, Jay. But yeah, in 10 subscribers, because I think that's how many I still need, I will put up a little poll with some game options listing what I have. If you want to get there faster, you can always subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate that. It really does help me out, you know. Alright, now I've got the intelligence. Oh, and now I can just jump down there and leave. Okay. Exfil, guys, let's go. There we go. We secured the information. Nice. Alright, well, that was Undead City. The only reason I clicked main menu was so that I wouldn't have to load back into this one, the custom battle editor, because it did take a long time. But no, for quite a large city battle, it had a lot of stuff going on, lots of different mini arenas for fighting to take place in. And the final assault on the hospital felt difficult, but not overly, you know, unbalanced, which I did appreciate. So I'm going to give that a well-deserved upvote, and I'll just say, as always, these series, looking forward to playing the next part. Alright, just gotta paste this back in here. Oh, I only said it when you didn't notice I have stopped. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, you weren't spamming. I do apologize for characterizing your messages as spamming. This is better than the Mammoth map where the ambient script was. Oh, what do you mean? Frost, do you mean... I'm not sure what you're referring to with that. Was the city overgrown? It was very overgrown, third, yes. That, hence the name of the stream, yes. Yeah, it was very overgrown. I'm going to force people I know to subscribe. Well, you don't have to go that far, Turtle, but if you know anybody who plays Ancient Warfare 3 that could probably benefit from advice or something like that, I could let them know. The next thing we have on today's list is, while I search for it, I'll check the chat some more, because again, chat is pretty active today. I'm going to load up here. Good of the Company, The Rebellion, level 13, playtest by SV. So obviously we have played and supported Good of the Company, The Rebellion, on several streams in the past, some of the early maps, but this is not an early map. This is the 13th map in that upcoming series, and it's been publicly posted for feedback, so I thought I would take a look at it. It doesn't seem to have many spoilers. I already asked SV. You missed that an ERF guy over the radio was talking that they were getting killed. Oh, interesting, Knight Ferdinand. I wonder why they were getting killed. Yeah, the colorful Good of the Company map. Yeah, that was Acquisition, Frostfire. Yeah. The first video I saw on your channel was getting scared in Valley, and that's why I subscribed. Okay, Jazz. Maybe I should... You want me to play more horror maps? Let's hit play, The Rebellion. Definitely building anticipation for this campaign. I'm very interested to see how the narrative of this unfolds, because we've seen, you know, very, very scant information up to now about what has led up to this purported Laborer Rebellion at DevCorp, and I hope that SV is going to be able sometime soon to upload it, but obviously no time pressure or anything like that. I didn't mean to imply that. SV, we're kind of friends. That's cool, Daniel. Me and my friends know Ancient Warfare 3, but my friends don't have the game, so only you know. That's fine, Michelle. That's okay. I once tried to talk about this game to somebody I knew in real life. Gosh, I almost said IRL. Probably did just that. But not too interested. It's sort of a niche game, to be honest. But now I'm going to load up level 13. This is apparently action-packed. More ERF? Well, I suppose Captain Frederick will be wanting you. Move along. Oh. Am I linking up with the government? I think I am. Okay. So in this labor rebellion, interestingly, the government and the ERF are working together. Obviously, they were fighting against one another in Good of the Company 2021. Okay. Or maybe this guy's maybe he's an ERF guy in green camo. Who knows? But we can talk to all these guards. Maybe a little bit of sound design might be nice here. Okay. I can talk to you. So we have some people prisoner in there. Lots of people to talk to as well. Matthew, an ERF soldier you don't know very well, stands before you. Hello.
Brooks, be on your best behavior. Complex administrators here, not to mention Major Gerald and that government fellow. Don't embarrass DEFCON.
Okay, I will not. Cool. Cool. Okay, we're meeting with the government, I guess. Oh, that must be him right there, looks like. Okay, but we'll talk to everybody. Hello, sir. Denver, an ERF soldier you don't know very well. Okay.
I'm busy, Richard.
Sorry, I'm so very sorry. What does this say? Oh, we've already, I think, seen... No, we haven't. This is new stuff. We have not seen this yet, this revealing pieces of the story. Logistics gets its own battalion, but research gets only 2 divisions. Ooh, that's brutal. New personnel who wish to join the new 73rd will be stationed at the logistics division. You better hurry. 457 of the 600 available positions have already been taken, and that number is growing by the day. Contact Dr. Gardner to join the 73rd. Chief Jack Wayne of the Logistics Division has proposed something shocking. The Distributions Department, which consists only of laborers, and is currently just a subdivision of the Logistics Division, should be made into its own division, with a foreman, a laborer, being made chief. Who knows whether this will come to be? Keep reading our paper to find out. What the heck? Surely he's joking. They want to put a laborer as a chief? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, I can't talk to everybody. Let's talk to these guys over at the command table. Hello there, sir. It's Major Gerald, leader of all the ERF stationed in the complex, stands before you. He looks angry. You probably shouldn't interrupt him. Okay. So this, I don't think, is at the main main DevCorp complex seen in Good of the Company 2021. Can I talk to anybody? Complex administrator, the Samson Grover. He has a reputation for short temper. Okay, I won't interrupt him. What about you? Captain Bergson, leader of the government forces who have arrived, stands before you.
Bah, another DEFCON.
Oh!
I'm not talking with more of you today than is necessary.
Brutal.
I swear, if I hear the words company property one more time, I'm going to join those bloody devils.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm really sorry to have bothered you, sir. But that's very cool that we have different factions being more fleshed out. Can I press this button? Can it do anything? It can. I like that a lot. I don't know, I just like that weapon distribution machine a lot. Okay, that's very cool. Let's get ourselves some more ammo here. Can I talk to anybody? I guess we should keep going. Oh, we've got ourselves some blue scorpion. Let's fight the Labor Rebellion. Guys, the Labor Rebellion is like almost at your doorstep. I'll clear them out for you, don't worry. Once again, very much enjoying the designs of the Labor Rebellion units. Let's keep going. That's a sniper. That's totally a sniper. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The shotgun scientist got me. Oh man, I was too focused on the sniper to realize how many reinforcements were truly coming out of there. Never saw SV so angry. Yep, he can get into character, that's for sure. When we were back at that safe zone area. Blue versus blue. Well, Daniel, that's it's pretty easy to get blue units versus blue units. Just use balaclavas, man. Skill issue. It was literally a skill issue. Third, I was too focused on the wrong things. You know what? How about I like kind of? Oh, hey, they can shoot me through the windows. Never mind. I was gonna try and be smart, but I was gonna get me killed. You know, I don't need the AP5. He had an auto. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense because he was shooting me really fast with that shotgun. Must have been the HSG, if I had to guess. Looks like an association guy with that shield. Labor Rebellion Fire Support Officer! Oh my gosh! And then we have now a sniper. Can I shoot him? No, am I supposed to grenade him? Oh, I am. Oh no. You're expecting too much of me, SV. You really are. Oh my gosh, no, no! I don't want to heal him. Okay, okay, go down. Yes! There we go. Very nice. Why don't we replace our G18? I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to replace my G18 with the AP5. Just got more ammo. It's a little more powerful. We already knew about the distribution thing. Okay, cool, cool. Emergency key code. Let's keep going. Lots of fighting happening. The Labor Rebellion are doomed. You bet it's compromised. You traitor ERF. You're a disgrace to this very company. That's cool. Am I supposed to snipe down there? No. Oh, this is another sniper nest. I get it. I get it. I replaced the hobo Glock. Yeah, I did. Very sorry. Oh my gosh, that guy was shooting really fast. This guy was a loyal ERF. Better to be a loyal ERF and dead than join the Labor Rebellion. That's what I always say. Turning right. Gun up. Ready to breach. Ready to clear. The blue units, by the way? Okay. I'm not sure how he did it then. There's several ways to have a unit appear blue. Whoa! No, it's definitely blue. Maybe I'm a red unit. Oh, yeah, I am. I am a red unit. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Turning left. Oh, you leave the research division behind. Cool, cool. Just a little short, you know, action-packed set-piece battle in the setting of Good of the Company Rebellion. And I do wonder when that'll all be out, and I'll certainly make some videos or maybe a stream about it when it is, because the anticipation certainly is building. Yeah, I was just a red unit, and all the enemies are blue, and all the friendlies too, I guess. All right then. Yeah, once again, I appreciate the. You know, it's these units have been updated to expand on the new factions, but they kind of respects the original design too, which I appreciate. Like this guy's got a ERF helmet and stuff. So anyway, cool stuff. We are now going to move on to the next thing. But why don't I first give that an upvote? Go to the Company of the Rebellion, level 13 playtest. He actually wanted some feedback, didn't he? Could always use a little more detail. I know I don't want to hammer that home too much, but this area could maybe use a little bit of rubble. But all in all, honestly, I don't think it necessarily, because it's not being struck by like an intergalactic disaster like the DevCorp complex. It's just a war. So you can maybe have some more like fortifications or stuff in here, maybe some rubble around here. That's about it, I think. You can maybe have the sniper call something out when you enter the room, saying like, "I've got it in my scope" or something. That's really about all I have to say, honestly. It's more or less nitpicks. The mechanics are all there for sure. So I think we're just going to give that once again, a well-deserved upvote. Liam, did you play my map already? I did not, Amazed. I have a very long list of things to play today, and I'm not even sure if the map was on it, actually, unfortunately, but I have now put it on. I just had to kind of assemble the list actually fairly quickly, but it is certainly on there now, and we have a massive list to work from today. So if I had to guess how we'll do things is split it up into 2 streams, about 15 maps today and 15 tomorrow. Actually, it's more like 16 per stream. And I didn't want to divide things up, but we're trying to keep things a little bit focused on theme, and because we have too many things to get through all in one stream anyway, we might as well do it this way. Anyways, we are just about done with our themed content today, so we may as well actually continue on with what we want to do next. And let's see what we have. We have really quite a lot of stuff to play today. Why don't we just do you want to pick randomly? How about people in chat? First person to post a number from 1 to 15. That'll be the map number I play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, 13 says Madden. First one. And then I'll play 4 after that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Here we go. Day of Infamy. Alpha 1.1. This was a map I just thought looked sort of interesting. I'm going to check it out. Oh, it's a campaign. Never mind. Scratch that. I'm not playing that. We'll play that in campaign form some other time. I'll add that in. Anyways, we are the next map. The next number on the list was. Oh, chat moved by too fast for me to see. The next one was 4, so we'll go on to that next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Men of War Operation Mercury, folks, is the next one. And this one I do know is a battle rather than a campaign. So we're going to jump into it. Are you playing one of my maps today? Said Daniel. Gosh, what ones have you made? Oh yeah, there's World War II Glider Rescue. Well, we're gonna be doing this random determining of what to play for the rest of the stream. So it's pretty likely I'll get to play one of your maps, Daniel, because I have a fair few on this list. I have looks like 3 maps by Daniel, but we're just gonna be using random determiners. Anyway, this is Men of War Operation Mercury, which I thought was sort of interesting because it has this custom thumbnail. Obviously, the thumbnail doesn't give too much away. You might want to consider recreating this image in the Ancient Warfare 3 battle editor rather than using a PNG from the internet, because sometimes people can feel deceived depending on what the actual content of the map is. Anyway, here's the description. This is from Men of War. Operation Mercury was on Crete, Greece on May 20th, 1941. In this mission, the player will participate in the first echelon of the landing on Crete in 1941. First, he needs to overcome the resistance of the British near the coast. Okay. And it even has a Steam group. This is part of a project called the Men of War Project or something like that in Ancient Warfare 3. As far as I know, this is the only installment in that so far, though. How do you open up the debug console again? F9, Frostfire. And the reason I know that is because I set my view chat toggle as F9 before, and it really threw me for a loop. Anyway, here we go. We are now attacking Crete. Task: destroy the British garrison on the coast of Crete. Okay, I like the music, and I do like that objective. Luck is not on our side today. A strong wind scattered the landing along the coast. Aviation is suffering. Oh, that was way too fast. Way too short. Gotta let the player read it. We're just gonna push up, I guess, and fight the British. That's really how this is gonna play. Okay, you might want to give the player a gun, unless you really don't want to have them engage from long range. I'm also not really sure why you have the Hwacha either. I don't know if that's really a World War II era weapon, but I do like the terrain painting here and the terrain editing. Only problem is there's not enough of it. You might want to add more hills so that the map doesn't just drop off abruptly. You never really want to let the player see the edges of the map. This is something I've said before, and I'll keep saying it until people start to use it as common knowledge. Make sure people don't see the edges of your maps. Okay. Also, I don't think I had enough people. Was I supposed to infiltrate their lines or something? Rather than do a full frontal assault? I think maybe I was. So I'm probably going to die here. But when I give it another try, I'll be able to infiltrate. Why don't I actually resume my attempt at infiltration? I'm going to go now. Okay, see you later, Frostfire. Thanks for tuning in. I will be doing another stream tomorrow, probably at 4 p.m. Eastern, if you do want to join then. Will the map-making guild come back, Tonebinder? I'm not really sure, Jess. If there's enough interest in it, that might not be a bad idea to encourage new players of the game. A while back, not a while back, but like a month ago, I started to organize something called like a buddy system, where somebody who has a fair bit of experience with the game would kind of mentor somebody who has almost no experience, and that would just entail contacting a random person on Steam and teaching them what they need to know and kind of just being their friend. But that sort of fell through because it didn't really have much specific organization. I said 1 after Madden said 13. Oh, I'm playing the wrong thing. Okay, Jacob, I will play the first map on the list after this one. Well, ooh, okay, that was a call-out. So I do like the mechanics that are in play here. I think I may be a little bit brutally difficult, though. You might want to give the player a few more soldiers. I don't know if that compromises your accuracy to Men of War or anything, but I'm speaking strictly from the perspective of an Ancient Warfare 3 player when I say this. I do think some hills, you might want to sacrifice the Men of War stuff by making some hills on the edges. Because generally, you don't want to have the players seeing the edges of your map. On my screen, it went in this order: 13, 4, 1. I'm 99% sure that's how it went from on my end. 13, 4, 1. So I am going to do it, I think, in that order. I can double check, but I'm reasonably confident. The Steam group has Mammoth in it. What Steam group, Daniel? The Men of War Steam group? Or the Map-Making Guild Steam group? I mean, either way, cool, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to say there. Okay. Let's get some helmet action going on. Daniel, you said yes, but I said two different things. The Man of War one has Mammoth? Okay, cool. Well, he has been getting into World War II stuff in Ancient Warfare 3. I'm very glad to have access to automatic weapons now. we'll try to push our way up. Maybe a few more destroyed fortifications and stuff would be useful, but if you keep it exactly as is, the only real major feedback I have is going to be to add those hills and kind of block the player's vision from being a straight field of view across the entire battlefield. Okay, I do like the terrain painting. That's well done. Adds a lot of texture to the battlefield. We're going to kind of slowly advance here. Welcome to the stream, Damien. Anybody want to do like a map-making competition? Asks Michael. That would be cool. Brutally difficult. It has no units with automatic weapons that kill you in 2 hits. Well, it did actually. That was right there. The units with automatic weapons. That killed me in 2 hits. So I'll give that another shot, because you can see here it's actually quite a visually pleasing map, but a bit flat for my taste, to be perfectly honest. I've said this before. I will not say it again. Obviously, I know that you can't really have many hills in Men of War, but I would still nonetheless recommend, if you're porting something to Ancient Warfare 3, you gotta kind of follow the first-person standards of Ancient Warfare 3, kind of visual, I don't know, okay, it's just too pretentious of a way to say it, but I'm gonna say visual precedent. Look at that. I actually sound quite elitist there. I've become what I've sought to destroy. Just do however you want to do it. I certainly have enjoyed it up to now, except for obviously the fact I'm getting wrecked by the difficulty. So I'll give this another shot and try to be more focused on the map rather than talking so much about hills. Oh, also, up the time of this introductory information. Alright, we're going to run along the beach here. And actually, why don't I grab that gun? There was a rifle back here. Michael, I would like to... Yeah, I would actually participate in a map-making challenge as well, a map-making competition. Something I thought about a while back, one of my many, ideas that just stayed in my head. What about like a bracket-style tournament, judged blind? Basically, there's a theme, and both maps, or I guess... Yeah, because it would be brackets, like a one-on-one contest, and that just each person advances. But then, basically, the maps would be uploaded uploaded anonymously, and then a third-party judge would decide which was better without knowing who made each map. And then each side would try and obviously take pains to keep their identity, the identity of the map maker, hidden from the judge, because that would result in your disqualification. How could we do a map competition for ourselves? Well, if you really want, Daniel and Michael too, I could host like stuff on this channel to bring attention to it. But that sounds like something I'd prefer to participate in as opposed to judge. Wasn't a map making competition an official thing in the game for a while? It certainly was. The WMC weekly map competition. Fortunately, that kind of died off though. Jess, I think when your name gets lit up when you type in a stream chat, it's like a pinging thing. Just lets you know that you've been mentioned. Now everyone's saying Jess. No, it only lights up for Jess. It doesn't light up for anyone else. That happens with me as well if you say Tonebinder. I'm going to take some cover here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to approach this. I'm going to run from cover to cover. Hope for the best. Oh, yeah, see. Yeah, like I said, brutally difficult. I'm going to consider balancing a little bit, a little more in favor of the player, because right now I'm not seeing much of a way to succeed. Why don't I read the description? But I don't think there's any way to like spawn reinforcements, as something you could do in Men of War Assault Squad 2 anyway. But I don't think I'm able to do that here. I've never played the original Men of War, so that might be an interesting mechanic to consider adding. But again, I do understand that it's trying to do a direct port from Men of War to Ancient Warfare 3. So if you want to take all this advice with a grain of salt, I won't be offended. I think it does get enough vote in its current state, but with some minor nitpicks in the form of the difficulty and the flatness. Let's get the exact name of this and give it an upvote. And after that, I'm going to play... hold on a second. Why don't I find it here? I think I deleted it already, so never mind. The next thing we're going to play is the fourth thing on our list today, which is a Daniel map. It's called World War II Monty Casino. Alrighty. Got a few on a kind of a World War II series of playthroughs, I guess, at this point. Okay. Here it is. It's got a nice looking thumbnail, actually. I like the depth on that. It's 1944. During the war in Italy, the Allies think that the monastery on Monte Casino is in Axis position, so they plan to have an assault after multiple bombings. Okay, let's hit play. I do like this large modular structure here. That's a good thumbnail. Maybe not the best angle to show off the depth of it, though. I might, after I'm done playing it, look at it from a different perspective and see what Daniel thinks. But if you keep it as is, it certainly caught my eye. Liam, what do you think your favorite environment is for Ancient Warfare 3? I'm not referring to biomes, more like types of maps. I like interior maps that are done right. They have a lot of texture and stuff going on. I also like maps that have kind of like a warm tone to them, like sunrise, sunset, green forests, lush environments are always visually pleasing to me. But stuff like this is equally visually pleasing as long as there's these different textures being used, which definitely they are. So let's go through here. So you've got yourselves the cinder block, the stone, concrete, so cool stuff. Let's go out here, and I think we are attacking Monty Casino here. Jess, your name does not light up for anybody else. It's a feature of YouTube where if your username is mentioned, it lights up. Every time somebody writes Tonebinder in my chat, that word lights up for me because it's my username. It's an identical, principle. You're not suffering from a bug or anything like that. But okay, there is a fair amount of detail in this environment, which I definitely appreciate. We've got rubble, strong points, all that good stuff being used up to this point. Alright, map competition, what are we going to do? You choose, Michael, you choose. Maybe, I know you really like Warhammer 40k, but maybe don't choose something that's, heavily copyrighted. Although I suppose you could, but... Michael, I would be willing/glad to help in any way that I can. I would participate, I would find a judge. I don't know if I'd want to judge, but I would find a judge. I could bring attention to it, I could make a bracket. But I'm not even sure if you want my help, but since you were referring to it in the stream chat, I thought I'd at least offer my services. How long does it take to bind tomes? Gosh, I don't know. It depends on how big the tome is. How many hundreds of pages are we talking? Anyway, what theme are we going to be doing for this competition? You guys have to decide. I'd say apocalypse, says Michael. Okay. You could go with that. But I do think you could do something kind of fun, like do like a apocalypse that hasn't been done before, like unique apocalypse, just to kind of, have... I like it when there's maps that have never been done before. I don't know why that's something I feel so strongly about. You can just say apocalypse, that's fine. If people have no, negative feelings about just having an apocalypse theme, I'm certainly okay with that too. Actually, we seem to have this whole place kind of locked down. Not too much enemy resistance right now. You decide, you're the content creator. Oh, okay, there's been a lot of World War II and modern maps, so maybe not something like that. Okay. Well, this will be the first one. I don't know if there's going to be no others, but why don't we have something fairly accessible? We could say the theme is apocalypse, but how about we have... let's say something like this. Add a little bit of spice to your apocalypse. We don't want to have anything too generic. Right? We don't want to have ourselves Fallout clones. Something like, gosh, what's a sort of unique apocalyptic scenario? I don't know. The sheep population has taken over. I don't know, but you know what I mean. We could add some sort of quirk to it. Maybe this is an insane idea, and everybody is thinking, what the heck is he talking about? Can I be the judge, says Jas. The thing is, Jas, you do not have Discord, and that's probably going to be one of the important means of organizing this whole competition, so I might recommend it to be somebody else. I could ask Landshark. Landshark used to judge the WMC. The pig passives have taken over the world, yeah. So, yeah, the theme should be like unique apocalypse or like, yeah, dystopia, something like that. But try and put your own spin on it. It could be as serious or lighthearted as you want. So, like, something as silly as pigs have taken over the world to, like, Artificial intelligence has liquefied the brains of humans, and now they're going around trying to scrape out every survivor's brains to use in their giant brains. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that was we really got off track there. I didn't really have too much to say about this because it was a well put together map. There's a fair amount of detail all around. I appreciate that it didn't last too long. I'll give that an upvote for sure. Keep. I guess I don't want to say cranking out, but keep making World War II maps, Daniel. They're certainly a good few minutes of fun. They don't outstay their welcome. I would suggest a medieval zombie apocalypse. Now, see, that's what I was talking about, Turtle. Something kind of unique. And how long should this competition last, do you think? What's a reasonable length of time? 1 week? 2 weeks? A month? Apocalypse in a massive space station. Also a cool idea, Jay. Can you do a poll? A poll about what, Daniel? World War II Monty Casino is what it was called. So yeah, what do you think? 1 week? 2 weeks? A month? 1 week would be the WMC time, and it would also put people on sort of a clock so they can't kind of... No procrastinating, guys. That's the sort of the way the WMC worked. The thought process behind it is that if you had sort of a tight schedule, you wouldn't put it off, and you could churn something out you were kind of proud of, but you didn't, get mired in the details or anything like that. You wouldn't spend too much time micromanaging it. A few weeks, says Isaac. Okay, so we're going to have to compromise between these two ideas. We have 1 week and then a few weeks. And then Michael says another idea is an apocalypse in a country that hasn't been done before. Well, again, the theme is just going to be like a unique apocalypse, so I'm not going to put that much of a restriction on it. But if you can come up with some kind of a unique spin on the topic of apocalypse and produce a map in that theme. Damien says 3 weeks, Daniel says 1 week, Michael says 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks might be a good compromise, everybody. We could say 2 weeks. Does anybody particularly object to a 2 week time frame? That's sort of a compromise between what the people have already been saying. A week and 2 seconds. Well, while you're discussing, let's look at what we have on our next on the next list today, or the next docket of the list, I suppose. So who's going to be the judge? I'm not sure. I would prefer not to be the judge. I'd like to participate in an anonymous form. Basically, how I would like it to be done is everybody uploads their map, and then I guess what I could do is subscribe to the map, and then just get the map filed, like the XML file, so there's no indication of who made it, and then send all the XML files to whoever this judge is going to be. I don't think I would participate, says Isaac. Okay. That's fine then. We don't have to do it anonymously either. Maybe I've gone too far with that. We could do it more like the WMC. I just thought you don't want to have people biased towards any particular participant is all. But you can do it however you want. This was not my idea in the first place. The next thing on our list today is Test Level by Crafty. It looks like maybe a passive map now that I look a little more closely, but maybe not. We'll see. I would like to spectate because I'm not a good judge or map maker. Well, okay, Dr. Bright. I mean, the map I did play of yours was pretty cool, so... Alright then, I guess. I can always talk to people, there's people in the Ancient Warfare 3 community who, aren't usually in these streams, so I could talk to someone. I was thinking, actually, Landshark might unironically be a good pick, because he's trying to get back into map making, and he was a WMC judge before Mammoth. Anonymous is good? Okay. Why don't we just vote on these things? After the stream, I'll do a poll or something. I would love to join. I like to build, says Antonio. Mammoth Judge, I'm really not sure Mammoth wants to be a part of this. He kind of thinks I sort of... I don't know how I should put this, guys. I don't want to put this in a wrong way. I'm not necessarily sure he appreciates the amount of YouTube content that I put out. It interrupts him sometimes. After this map, I will play a game. Sounds good, Damien. This appears to be a post-apocalyptic map, maybe? It's a bit hard to tell. Whoa. Please heal me. Please heal me. Okay. This is a zombie survival. I just stepped on another trap. Of course I did. Okay, well, why don't I just say this, because we need to make sure this is actually going to happen, or maybe if it's not going to happen. If you are interested in participating, in this competition, why don't we say the deadline will be on March 13th, 2022, 2 weeks from now. If you're interested in participating in it with the theme of unique apocalypse, or just apocalypse, please say I in the chat. Open this up, and now I want to have an AP45. And if not many people say I, that's fine. We don't necessarily need to make a big thing out of it. I can always just kind of step into the shadows and let people run it however they want. But I thought maybe if it's going to be somewhat of a big thing, it could get some publicity from the Tonebinder channel. Oh, okay. Isaac says I. Turtle says I. Jess says I. Antonio says I. Cool. I just thought in my head 2022. That's in a year. I know, right, Jay? It's so weird to be in 2022 right now. But anyway, this is test map. Everybody could use a little bit of terrain painting. My main thought so far. Man says I. Third person says I. Damien says I. Awesome, guys. Well, remember, March 13th, start marinating on your ideas. You've got to have some unique spin on the apocalypse genre, and your map does not have to be perfect. You don't want to get bogged down, guys. We want these people saying, I actually put stuff out into the workshop. And try and make it unique, you know? Something about the story, the setting, the era, the genre, the mechanics, something about that should be very distinct to you. So this is a 20-minute zombie survival map. I've been so focused on this competition idea that I haven't been paying too much attention, but I don't think 20 minutes is a great time for an infinite zombie defense map, just because this kind of environment is probably just going to get kind of, I don't want to say get old, but you know, players are going to see everything there is to see and then be like, okay, I'll just end it. There's not much to do besides wander around and shoot at zombies. So I would definitely consider adding more points of interest, adding scripting events. All that kind of stuff would be very much useful. Time to join r/apocalypse. So when is the deadline? Antonio, the deadline is March 13th, 2022, in 2 weeks. March 13th. Because that'll be the day of the judging. And again, I don't think I'm going to judge, because I'll try and participate as well. And right after the stream, I will talk to somebody about judging, and I'll have an update for you on that in the next stream. And I'll maybe, I don't know, I'll ask people, what do you think about a possible judge? Or maybe if somebody here who's not going to participate wants to volunteer, that could work as well. My kitten's on my desk again. That is truly an apocalypse, Jacob. Having your kitten blocking access. Oh yeah, so yeah, just going to say, you should have a little bit more stuff going on, but all in all, I like the idea of an infinite kind of infinite battle with the zombies in this kind of burned out field of, you know, destroyed vehicles. But if it's just going to be that, if that's going to be the only main pillar of the gameplay, I would definitely suggest adding a little bit more depth to the player experience. Because if you turn off the fog here, you can see it's there's not too much to see in those 20 minutes that you've set for the map. I don't think I'm going to give it an upvote, not because I dislike it, but because I don't think it should necessarily be on the front page. It does just say it's a test level, though, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, now everybody, we've gone through 13, 4, and 1. So if somebody else in the chat, first person in the chat to give me a number, that'll be the next map that I play. So give me a number, folks, and I will play that number on our list today. We'll probably try and get through a couple more maps today. Daniel says 5. He's very excited about the number 5, but please don't spam it, Daniel. I appreciate if you would only say the number 5 a single time. Definitely don't appreciate that many 5s. Oh, okay. And she says 5. And then we've got a bunch of others. We're going to start with 5 and then maybe 9 if we get the chance. Today, the number 5 is tied to the map 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TF2, Man vs. Machine by Scootile. This is a older map by Scootile that he has recently uploaded in I think it's sort of a rough state. I'm not sure. This was released at the request of Dancing Angie, Pinhead Dancing Angie. It's buggy, unfinished, and will never be finished. And you can't beat it. Okay. This was just made around when custom sounds were just added. That's why it's not the best. Credit to Valve for the sounds. Okay, somebody gave it a downvote. My goodness. With a thumbnail as awesome as that, I don't think that deserves a downvote at all. Alright. Damien says goodbye. Alright, see you later, Damien. Thanks for tuning in when you did. This will still be in video form if you want to watch it later on. We're going to hit play and jump right in. And Man vs. Machine is a game mode in Team Fortress 2. However, I'm not a regular of Team Fortress 2, so I really just know that from, gosh, I don't know when I picked up that information, but I'm gonna be checking it out now with what little information I know of about this game. It does seem fun. I think we got to fight some robots today. Antonio really likes Scootile? Okay. Let's go kill robots. Yeah, okay. And NG is very, very sad because he was called Pinhead in the description of the map. That had a devastating effect on him. Alright. Now we'll see how well this runs, because from the load map it looks like this would cause me some lag. But like I said a while back, I've sort of optimized my game a little bit more with my graphics settings, so we'll see. We'll see how well this runs. Hopefully not too much lag. You have 80 seconds to prepare. Read all the papers for info. Again, not too much lag, which is awesome. What does this info say? Upgrade defenses and purchase more fighters to defend once the money with the rope. Once the money with the money, the rope. Whoa, whoa. Upgrade defenses and purchase more fighters to defend once with the money the robots drop. That was hard for me. You have some special abilities and gear. Press L to use your LGE or localized gravity enhancer. Cool. For 10 seconds, it sets the local gravity to that of the moon, allowing me to jump and fall slowly. Press K to drop a mine where you land that blows up 7 seconds later. Press J to drop a shield pack that blocks gunfire for 7 seconds. I gotta remember that. L for a jump, K for a mine, J for a shield. There's broken English. It's fine, Scootow. How much money do I have? Oh, okay, 1 scout. Let's get ourselves some heavies. Some soldiers. Pyro. Not too many pyros. Flamethrowers are kind of broken in Ancient Warfare 3. How about a sniper? Spy doesn't seem too helpful. There's only 10, but I'll get a ton of them. Because why not? Let's get ourselves some heavies. A couple more. No, just one more pyro. And then the rest scouts. I can trade with him for more stuff. Let's get ourselves a turret. Nice. Okay, and I can also upgrade defenses, but I just blew most of my money on soldiers. Okay, first robot battalion is here. Get out there and defend Manco. Oh my gosh. Okay. No more walking, use these two-way teleporters. That's right, two-way. MG finally upgraded them. Okay, I'll go out and defend. No more walking? Okay. I'll teleport in. Press O to teleport. Got it. So... is that a robot? No. Okay. We're on the red team. Cool. Very large arena, which kind of, again, I think is trying to emulate the idea of there being a game map. Why don't I throw down... you know what, I shouldn't, but I already pressed G, so it's too late anyway. I'm going to throw down this turret, but I did it too early. Looks like some of these robots have guns. Alright, turret, set yourself up. Shoot them. Yeah, nice. Nice. And this sentry is shooting as well. Inbound sentry buster. What does sentry buster mean? What is that? I know it's from TF2, but what is it? Oh no, they're climbing up onto the walls. So we'll take out the robots. Is there going to be music or something? That would be epic. Giant robot is killing us. Very sweeping and cool environment. I assume it's just the TF2 map. But still very cool. I think what I'd like is a weapon that's not a shotgun. That'd be preferable. Yes, MG249, that's what we want. And let's get ourselves 2 more heavies to deal with these robots. And how about 1 more? Oh wait, I think he made it so that heavies only cost $15. I think that might have been a problem. Let's teleport. Actually, you know, I'll follow them this time. Nice, very cool. Keep in mind this map is very old. Don't kill me, please. Okay. Tip, don't jump in. Okay. I won't jump in. I will not. No, but I really like this setting, Scootile. It's cool. Though maybe a little gray. Maybe a little gray. I assume that's on purpose, but... not actually getting a lot of color from this map. Except for, you know, I think these crates kind of dispel that, so not a problem really. Not by any means. Maybe I should have used the teleporter instead of running around, but it's too late now. Let's drop down. Whoa. Okie dokie, well. I have not encountered any robots. I think it was a terrible idea to walk instead of teleport, but that's okay. Let's press L. I want to jump. I want to do these long jumps.
One wave down.
One wave down, but they'll be back. Okay. So, are these letters at the top the number of waves? Like the number of waves remaining or something like that? These units are cool. Old Man vs. Machine map is better than Valley. I remember when you made that video about it a long time ago now, I guess. Kind of teaser for it. Or was that even you? I think it was. Gosh, no, I don't remember. So this must be where they come from. Let's run back up here because I know the teleport is up in here. Scootal is a great map maker, Jay. I disagree! Just kidding. No, he's very good, you're right. I can't believe it, they broke this! We're all great map makers. That's so true, Daniel. Everybody is. We have a ton of money. Let's get as many heavies as we can afford. I don't think the robots can get through that. Oh my, maybe that was not a good idea. Huh! Okay, well, now when the robots show up, these guys are all going to start moving in sync towards the robots. And what? Okay. Come on, guys, you're going to move? Kill the robots, guys! Come on. No! There we go, there we go. They're going away now. Cool. How long does this map last? There's a lot. These markers at the top, the different letters are scaring me a little bit. Because not a single one has been activated yet. I'm pressing O to teleport, but it's not there we go. Here they come. Oh yeah, we've got a big counterattack going. Yeah. Nice going, guys. Okay, now we just have to deal with this side. The first time I ever saw a cauldron in a map. Interesting, Daniel. What does that sound? It sounded like something that would play when there's like a boss fight or like a big tank about to show up. But I don't think that's what's about to happen. I think it was just I don't know. I might remake this, but on a much smaller scale. Not a bad idea, to be honest. I mean, how long does this normally go for, Scootal? That's my question. Let's go back through here. I do definitely have a lot of fun with these arcade-style maps in Ancient Warfare 3. They're quite cool. 20 minutes? Ah, okay. Working on a small gravitator thing. Neat. You do know there's tanks in TF2. I did know that, yes. But don't know what they look like. But very recently I heard someone talking about them. Even more heavies. And how about a couple of engineers? Alright, cool. Get going, guys. But if this lasts 20 minutes, I might not play through the whole thing. It depends on how much stuff is going to happen. I probably could play through the whole thing, but then that would be have to be the last map for the stream. So if you guys are okay with that, but we've been going about for 2 hours now, and I'm gonna have to eat soon, and you know, should probably work some more on my maps and get to play a little more Elden Ring before the school week starts up. I do not know what that is, Jazz. Okay, here come more of them. This is a nice casual map to end on, though, for sure. It sounds like more of them are coming. It does. It gets very chaotic near the end. Okay, why don't I play this out to the end? And this could be the last thing on the stream, but hopefully we start to get more of a challenge, because I'm going to be honest. Right now, it's not too big of a threat right now. These guys don't pose much of a threat. These robots, I mean. It'd be cool if somebody just made kind of their own arcade game in Ancient Warfare 3, but I don't know what that would look like. It's very good at porting other ones. But it'd be kind of cool if we could kind of build our own, you know, distinct sub-community, I guess is how I would put that. Just waiting for him. Okay, I'm going to go back to the... Oh, that was victory theme? Oh, okay. That means we must have beaten that wave. What about the Backrooms maps? Oh, right, Jacob. You're right. I'm going to be honest. If they are just walking simulators, it's not going to be a lot for me to comment on. But I guess I could play them. I guess I could. I could be after this.
The robots are here.
They're here.
Protect Manco.
The only thing I'm worried about, though, is that might take a while. Mine won't be a walking simulator. Okay. Slam your desk right now.
The spy.
No, thank you, Jazz. Here come the spies. Uh-oh. Are there robot spies? Oh, goodness. That'd be very scary, says Scoochow. Where are the spies? I don't see them.
Multiple engineer bots have appeared. Destroy them before they build teleporters.
Oh. Engineer bots? Where are they? Oh, that guy just blew up. And I shot my own guy. This is getting kind of chaotic. Why don't I run forward with the rest of my army? Watch behind? Are they going to come up behind me? Uh-oh.
Here come the spy.
They teleport behind you. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll get back up there. Well, I think my army can take out the engineers and stuff like that, but the spies are going to be a problem unless I deal with them. The spies could theoretically kill the, kill that guy who sells me the stuff. The weapons. The stuff seller. The stuff seller. Did they kill him? No, okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, I think we took him out. Let's get a bunch of heavies. And soldiers. And scouts. I think we sort of... I don't think necessarily we're in too much danger right now. Slam the desk. No, I refuse, Jess. Some other time, perhaps. Oh, man. Now we're gonna get... Now here comes the lag. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen, yeah. Okay, alright then. That was pretty goofy. Let's teleport away and see if that fixes this. Not really. I'm still pretty close to that massive units. I'm sorry, Jacob. It's too late now. I've made my choice and I have to see it through to the end.
One wave down.
One wave down. Victory theme, cool. I would say there's not like, the fighting is not necessarily too, like, intense. Because it's kind of short and we don't really see the enemy too much. At least not right now. I assume it's going to build up, but I bought too many units. I am feeling the pain right now. Obviously, if you were still editing this, I would suggest adding a unit cap. Just having a global variable for your army size and only spawning them in if it was below that global variable, but you're not updating it, so it's fine. It's really, all things considered, quite an impressive rendition of this game mode. Stay in bounds? Okay, okay, I'll stay in bounds. But actually, I think my lag might be a little bit too powerful for me. The lag is more powerful than the robots right now. Yep, okay. What? Let me see how long we've been streaming and how many people are still here, because, okay, 13, 12 people, okay. I just discovered you can put crates on top of tables. You certainly can, Turtle. Yep, that's a cool feature. Jay and I don't know how recently it was, but he did make it possible to place more things on tables a while back.
Robots are here. Protect Manco.
Okay. More money, more problems. That's literally what it is for me. I got too many units. They're causing me problems. Hey, that guy looks hostile. Did a lot of them just die all at once because my lag just instantly cleared up? Interesting. Let's run over here on this side. Are they camping their robot spawn? Oh, they totally are. They totally are. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. A robot boss spawned in, but they killed him, so it's fine. Okay, easy win, easy win. This is kind of funny. Key detail: the music gets a bit more intense as the waves progress. Okay. Well, we're just hanging out. We're just gonna spawn camp the robots, I think, if that's okay with you.
Here come the spies.
Oh, I see. There's still 5 more waves. Oh my goodness. Okay. And the spies are on the other end of the base, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think we need to worry about them. We have enough soldiers back over at the base. And what are they even gonna do? I could kill that traitor guy, but I already have the gun I want. This reminds me a little bit of the Creed vs. Rust, where you kind of build up an army and get upgrades and stuff. It's cool. Definitely is expecting the player to stick around a fairly long time. I don't necessarily know if I would normally have the endurance for this. Teleporter? What did they do? Did they turn off the teleporter? Is that what they just did? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Tell me what they did at the teleporter. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, then. Well, their spies seem to have been dispatched. We still have 5 more waves of regular infantry to get through. I'm gonna be honest. I might have to end up going before I finish. This may not be something I should commit to finishing right now. Robots spawn from the teleporter? Okay, so should I just camp the teleporter? Or do you mean they spawn from the other end of the teleporters? Like over here. Is that where they spawn from? Speaking of robots spawning, I think our spawn camping guys are probably in a bit of trouble right now, so let me go back and help them. So down that way, I know. Behind the base? They spawn from the Tleord. Do you mean the teleporter or the tree line? That could mean either thing, I think. Okay, so we're going over here. But yeah, it's taking a lot of time to go between each wave. So yeah, I'm definitely starting to get a little bit tired, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. They're going from their own teleports. Okay, I think the engineers build the teleporters, right? The robot engineers. Well, our heavies are still able to hold the line a little bit here at the robot spawn, but I think our main force has been killed off, unfortunately. Yeah, that's too bad. Can we just move on? Yeah, I think it's honestly been going for a while, and I think I might want to move on. I think, Scootal, if you don't mind, I think I might move on to the next map. This would probably be good for a video, but I think I'm wanting to continue onward. Yeah, I think it's a lot of the same thing, which is still impressive that it was as a technical feat, but I think I would like to continue. I think we'll go on to our last map of the stream now, everybody. Please say another random number in the chat. First person to say a number will be the number that we play. I will do it that way. Got some good stuff on the remaining list, and anything that you don't get picked will be played on the next stream. It's all good? Okay, thank you, Scootow. Antonio said it first. Scootow was very close, though. The first number picked was 8 by Antonio. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this was the one. This one I don't remember why it's on here, but it's called The Attack, all caps. First, we'll do Man vs. Machine and give that an upvote. Guys, it says you're first on your screen, but on my screen, Antonio was first. Just so you know, I've taken a screenshot to prove that Antonio's message was first for me. I'm not, biased against anybody. That's just the order that it appears on my feed. Alright, I am sorry about that, but I have had that happen to me before. It does say Antonio's message was first, guys. If you don't believe me, that's okay, but I do have a screenshot of it. I'll post it in the videos thing if you really don't believe me, but... Oh, the attack is probably a campaign. Okay, then we'll do it again. First person to include a number and the word envelope. I don't know, because you're mailing me a number. Put a number in the word envelope, okay? And that'll be what I play for the last thing. I didn't realize attack was a campaign. Number and the word envelope. I'm seeing numbers, but not a number in the word envelope. Oh, Madden said 3 envelope. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, guys, so that's what we're going to play. Okay, the final map for today's stream, guys, is something interesting called Mr. Vlad's Bunker. It's this. another time... Okay. This is a Totally Accurate Battle Simulator map. There's a unit in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator called Vlad, I think is the idea. But thank you for participating in the envelope challenge. This is pretty, you know, obviously promising looking thumbnail, so I thought I would add it to today's list. But the maps that I really look to be the big heavy hitters, we did not get to play on this stream, so they'll be on the next one. But we're going to round things off with this one, Mr. Vlad's Bunker. Another timeline when the German Empire's second high command next to... Oh my. What? Who's Vlad? Why is he German? Okay. So we're going to essentially... We have to kill Vlad to correct the timeline or something? Anyway, we don't have to think too hard about it. We're attacking a bunker, a German bunker, during World War II. That's what we're gonna do. Vlad is a historical guy. It's probably a different Vlad, as opposed to Vlad the Impaler. That's my guess, Daniel. Unless it is Vlad the Impaler, and that would be a weird timeline, wouldn't it? I don't know how that would work at all. But anyway, we are attacking a German bunker, and if we're gonna have this... Oh! What? What? Oh, so this is, I guess, supposed to mean it's underground, but... Where are all the blue troops? So again, it's sort of hit or miss. Sort of hit or miss when you load up a random map from the Steam Workshop without looking at it in advance. Where are all the blue troops? Where are they? I do not see them. Are they actually underground? No. There's more than one person in the entire world named Vlad. True. So we're attacking the main fortifications here, I guess. I guess I would recommend putting down a player and, my goodness, have this thing turn off after a while. I like the ropes and stuff. That's very cool. And even this complex is pretty interesting looking. Just add a little bit more terrain painting and stuff on the outside. But please, please have the alarm turn off after a while. The alarm just drills through my ears. I've gotten to the point where I literally cannot listen to the Ancient Warfare 3 alarm because of how much it just drills through my ears. It's okay, though. It's not a fault of this map maker. In all honesty, my main feedback on this map is going to be to have this cliff/mountain face look a little bit more natural, and definitely add terrain painting and editing to both the interior of this compound here and the outside. Yeah, the buildings do look cool, and definitely this person is demonstrating knowledge and, you know, a lot of competency with a lot of different objects and textures of the Ancient Warfare 3 engine. You can see the maps here, papers, all that good stuff. Sandbags and then ropes and wires and stuff, which are cool. And you're using a mix of modulars and towers here, so it's actually quite a cool barricade for the outside. But just remove that alarm, have like a road wind through here, maybe some hills in the distance. You don't want to have just a totally flat map outside the main play area. You want to have stuff going on in the background as well as the foreground. This obviously being the foreground, and this flatness out here being the background. So definitely add some more. But since that map was so short, and I have a little bit more time to spare, why don't we do it one more time? Do you guys want to do the number thing again, or should I just pick it randomly? Because I can randomly pick the number, and I don't want to seem like I'm like somehow, I don't know, using you guys for my amusement by doing this number thing. But it's kind of a fun way to do it where I don't have to, you know, indiscriminately choose one person over the other. World War quiz, do it random. Okay, Daniel wants me to do the World War II quiz, but the World War II quiz is on the list, so I'm not going to pick one. I'm not going to pick one over the other. Okay, well, maybe I will if there is just a specific request. Jazz is saying the number 3. Okay. Daniel, to be honest, I don't think I want to do a World War II quiz right now. I think I want to do one with actual gameplay to round things off. If that's not too, if you don't mind, I think I'll save that for the next stream. Especially if it's short. Because we've gone through a few maps that haven't had a lot of fighting going on for the player, so I'd like to conclude on that. So if people don't want me to do the numbers thing, or if people just aren't saying anything, I think I will choose one that personally caught my attention, and that I said I would play. But Daniel, I will definitely play your World War II quiz. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going right into the World War II quiz because we have some time. But after this, we are going to play one last map that I already have picked out. This is not the completed version of Daniel's World War II quiz. It's a couple of questions for interested people. I think I'll make a longer version someday. I don't know. Also, don't cheat. Okay. Well, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to answer a few questions about World War II. I don't actually know how much I know about World War II. I don't know if this is going to be, you know, very obscure facts or if it's something I might be aware of. I like to think I am relatively educated on historical topics. Oh my gosh! My stream just... sorry, my game just crashed. I'm very sorry about that, guys. It's going to be relaunching right now. But, yeah, I guess I have a few more seconds to talk about this. And, Jess, I've already checked out my scheduled, or my allotted prefab for today's stream, but I will check out the updated Red Rebels prefab on the next one. We're going to wind things down on today's stream with a World War II quiz once Ancient Warfare 3 loads back in. Reminder, so you don't like alarms, but what if the alarms have low volume? I guess that's fine. Antonio, the only thing is the regularity of it, like just knowing it's about to happen, I don't know. I just can't do it. The patterned regularity of it is something that kind of is not great for my ears and brain. But now that we're back in Ancient Warfare 3, we'll in just a moment here be playing World War II quiz. I have 2 new messages. I have to make sure it's not... Oh, it is something from Flock. Southport says Flock. Oh, okay, got it. Well, Flock, I think okay, you know what? I'll just add it to the list. I don't want this to drag out indefinitely, but it is now on the list, and it'll probably end up getting played tomorrow if that's not going to be too sad for you, because we are really trying to start to wind things down. If we can, we'll be playing World War II quiz, and then maybe one more thing, but maybe not. It's not really clear. Either way, World War II quiz is what we'll be doing now. I just want to do one more map with some real gameplay to it. And if you specifically requested Southport, I suppose we can fit it in. Because if we haven't had any other by name suggestions right now, then I'll go with that one next. But I was going to play Lane's Vietnam map, but if he didn't specifically request that for this stream, to my recent memory, so I will at least check it out tomorrow. Here we go with the World War II quiz. Let's walk inside. Maybe a little bit of detail would be nice in here, especially if, I don't know, if you want it to be like an actual building. What's the alternate name of the Panzer V? Oh man, I am not gonna get this. I think it might be the Tiger, because the 5 I feel like is like the bigger one, and Tiger sounds like the big one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, that tells you how much. I mean, okay, so I said I think I'm well educated on, or I like to think I'm well educated on historical topics, but that doesn't necessarily extend to the very obscure, like I'm not one of the people who knows the tank names. That's not necessarily what I meant by historical knowledge. I don't really know the name of every tank. We'll keep going and see what the next one is. Who landed on Juno Beach? I think that was the Canadians. I'm pretty sure. The British were yeah, okay. The Canadians were at Juno Beach. Does the MP-44 exist? This feels like a trick question. I think it's going to be no. But, oh, okay, maybe it's yes. Maybe it's yes. Yeah, that was my original guess. It was yes. Did the Japanese use tank traps? I think they did. Oh, so I guess that just means I'm wrong. So I'm not going to step in there because I want to keep going, but the correct answer is no. They didn't use tank traps? That's interesting. How did they destroy tanks then? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're at the end. Daniel, hey, I'm Daniel. Congratulations on reaching this section. This wasn't really the full map, but I could add some more questions. That's cool, Daniel. If you cheated, you're not special. You won't win anything by completing the map. Okay. Also, very cringe. I'm an Italian soldier, not German. You piece of cake. Okay, then. Thank you for clarifying that, Daniel. Died to win the battle. I can talk to these guys. I hear there is an imposter among us. Where? In one of the wrong answers corridors. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Is there lore to the World War II map? The World War II quiz map? There's an imposter in one of the hallways? Okay, who's this? Dave. What happened, Dave? Celestia doesn't understand that a T-34 can be used for other tanks. Insert motivational random face. Is this supposed to be me, or is this actually meant to be Dave? Because he's talking about Celestia. Also, yes, I would recommend what Amay said, to use scripting triggers instead of fire traps, but we'll just end the battle, I guess. And that was World War II quiz. Now I'm going to have to look at the custom battle editor to see if there's actually somebody hiding in the hallway. And after this, we're going to play Flock's new map, Southport, and then return to the beach house. This has been sort of a roller coaster of a stream, and honestly a roller coaster of an afternoon, everybody. I did a lot to set up this new setup so I could read chat as it's occurring, and just kind of been rushing around all day, to be honest. It feels like I always have to rush around when I do streams. Okay, I'm just going to look and see if there's anybody in these hallways, because now it's got me thinking there might be one. A little Easter egg. There is! Oh my gosh! It's Ryland. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can actually talk to him. I'm just gonna read it in this. Hey you, I have to tell you something. Okay, why not? Stop asking Daniel the script. Even if he watches tutorials, it's too boring and difficult. But scripts are important and useful. Well, in fact, I sometimes will script things like messages and light sources. That's good. Bro, calm down. I'm not angry or something, but when certain people say to add scripts, I'm like, how do I tell them? Okay, very cool. Very cool. How do you live here? I'm a passive unit, I don't need resources. Wait, what? Nothing, go on. Oh, okay. I guess there's a neat little thing to tell me not to tell him to use scripting. I mean, in this case, it would be very easy to script in a death thing. So if you ever want to add this to your little arsenal, you could do something like this. Trigger, enter, kill, and then just a unit to health. He actually did see that coming, yeah. But this would be all you had to do if you want to, Daniel. If you want to do something simple like that. Entirely optional. Read all the conversation. I did. I'm pretty sure I read the whole conversation, didn't I? He said that you are going to script some things like messages and lights. So if you do want to script something small, that's just an idea. But okay, that was the World War II quiz. I guess I'll give that an upvote. It's, once again, using Ancient Warfare 3 for something different than the norm. You missed something on I don't need resources. Oh. There's a little bit more to that dialogue? Okay. Nothing, go on. What? I don't think I missed anything, did I? Nothing, go on. Oh, also in Ravenfield, the Eagles are the bad guys. Oh. Okay. Alright then. I don't play much Ravenfield. Okay, folks, now we are really going to move on to Southport. This has been an interesting, honestly, a slower stream than normally I like to have. So we're going to hopefully move on to this map. It appears to be some kind of a siege battle, the second siege of Southport. During the first siege of Southport, the Southport military managed to defuse 4 IEDs that were placed in key locations in the city. I like how it's capitalized. I think it just means the city. You will have to arm them again, and then extract right after. To rearm the IEDs, you will have to arm all 3 switches, then hit the arming button. We know of 2 bombs locations. One is right by your entry point, the other is in the collapsing office complex. Okay, so are we on the side of, like, who is the side that's putting in the IEDs? The sieging forces? Must be. No, the defending forces. That makes sense. Okay. They were disarmed. We have to rearm them to presumably stop this siege. Okay. Whew, that looks like a large load map, everybody. Wow. Daunting. And as the stream winds down and my energy starts to run out, I will have fewer and fewer things to say, but I certainly will steel myself to give some feedback to the best of my abilities on this map. Currently, it seems to be a fairly long load. We'll see how this looks once it's done loading the objects in. I wonder if this is prefabbed. Kind of looks like it might be. And if it is, then you could update the prefab to have fewer objects, and then just, I mean, you'd have to remake the map, so never mind. That might be a bit too much, but if you do want to reduce performance, you could do that. I think, actually, I don't have too much lag, and maybe that probably just jinxed it, but maps that I've thought would lag me out on this stream have not lagged me out, and I think that's because of my recent optimizing. Yeah, see, once again, no lag here. We need you to arm the 4 IEDs that failed to go off in the first siege. They're being defended by the Southport military. Oh! So we are actually attacking Southport. Okay. So we have to arm them. Is this the collapsing office complex that we have to go to? I kind of like how this is sort of open world. You can take this however order you want. Let's go in here. Oh my, oh my. I'm getting sniped. Great. Great. I can't return fire. There's too much fog. Okay, I guess I'll go this way. Good music. Adds to it a lot. So we look to be in, like, the city center here. There's lots of stuff going on. Okay, maybe this is the collapsing office complex that has the bomb we need. I think we're definitely playing as the bad guys if we're setting up bombs in an office complex. Just saying. Let's go in here. Oh, there's blood in there. Can't go in there. Let's turn left. What, can we not go in anywhere? Surely there's a key around, right? Oh, can I break this? No. A suggestion would be for foggy maps to have reduced range for all units. That would be a good idea. I would agree with your statement on that, actually. Because if you can't return fire, I mean, you just gotta have to go a different way. Not seeing a... Oh, I just got some messages from presumably Flock. Yeah. It's not prefab, which is why it took forever. Ah, okay. Then I suppose you could just manually remove some objects as well. For better performance. There it is! No, what? I thought that was a key card! Okay. If there's no key cards, I guess we just continue onward this way. Oh, this is one of the bombs. I'm making the next Crimson Country map right now. And again, I don't have a name for it. The map takes place in a bandit base, so any ideas? Let me think on that for a second. Bomb has been armed. Okay, it's ready to go. Now we go more this way. Also, it's a bit immersive, so creatures emerging from the fog. Figures emerging from the fog. Yes. That would be cool to see. Scooch out. I do like these craters and trucks and stuff. It is pretty creepy to see them emerging from the fog. Jacob, you could do something like Marauder Massacre? No, that's too dark. Marauder... I could do some like synonym for bandit. Oh, I like this interior. Oh, that's good. Can we go in here? Oh, this should probably be locked then, I guess. Yeah, it should probably be locked. Don't use camp with the bandits. It's one of Isaac's maps, he says. Okay. Can I click this? What does that do? Huh? Did it do anything? I don't think it did. Did it open this? Yes, but doesn't matter. Okay. I don't think they had any function. Only the snipers can see through. Also, it's in the courtyard, says Flock. Okay. This does feel like it's going to be quite a large and long playthrough. Not necessarily what I was hoping for the final map, but it's definitely fine. My wishes do not matter. This is a map that he's been working on for a long time. I'm certainly willing to bring some attention to it. Okay, this looks like it could be a courtyard, or maybe just a low building. What is this map supposed to be about? We are a group that is besieging the city of Southport, and we have to activate some bombs. I've activated one of the required 4 bombs. Hello, Eagle. Stream's been going fine for me, but you wouldn't want to ask me. Why is there Bren? Well, I assume this is not necessarily fully grounded in reality, Daniel, so it's just kind of using whatever guns are on hand, what looks cool. Or maybe there's a dedicated lore explanation, because I know in things like FCC they have explanations for why some factions are only World War II guns and some are only modern guns and stuff like that. Just looking for a courtyard here. This is another, to be honest, wow, we are doing a lot of walking in this stream, but to be honest, you signed up for this, guys. You know, you saw the title. It's Overgrown City. No, it's fine. I didn't mean to sound like I'm blaming you or anything, because certainly, even if this was entirely walking simulator, it wouldn't even be bad. I'm enjoying this. It's got some good mechanics to it. Oh, this is the thing I already activated. Okay. One of them is right by our spawn area, it said. Maybe this is the one, but there's another one in the courtyard. Let's go through here. It's in the building next to the bar in the far 2 corners. Oh, the bar is back over here. Flock, you expect too much of me to memorize where these buildings are located. Unless you put some very distinctive light or sign by them. I don't know if this could become a maze quite easily. This is not a bar. That looks like a bar. I have a feeling the bar is this low area. I do really like how this looks with the truck kind of stuck in the crater. That's very cool. And this kind of abandoned military vehicle. Oh, that's neat. It's definitely an imposing environment for sure. This definitely is the bar. Okay, so he said it's in the building next to the bar in the far 2 corners. So this looks like a building next to the bar. The collapsing office conquest, I presume. Oh, dastardly domicile. That sounds kind of, that's cool. Okay, so I hear the bomb. Must be in there. I think this map could do with some music or ambience, says Eagle. I would agree. if you have just auto silence, it's more or less a walking simulator. Whoa! There's the sniper. You seem hostile. Okay, they're guarding this bomb now. Hey, some reinforcements from the enemy. Stop doing that. Okay, let's go to the right now. So we are fighting against the military of Southport, essentially. We are besieging their city. We are the villains of this story. No, 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 no. Okay. I want to heal now. Oh, come on, why'd you give me a grenade, man? That's fine. Totally fine. Just kidding. I say these things in jest. Okay. I sort of like the all in all kind of a very pale color scheme on this map. It's very distinctive. You've got this pale blue, pale gray, fog. Very interesting design choice. Oh, come on now. He's down. That aim was garbage. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry. You're not catching me at, I don't think, my peak skill right now. I'm actually, the stream has gone on a little bit longer than I thought that it would. So, you know, I sort of lose my edge a little bit. Where is that bomb? Flock sent me a message. The music didn't loop for some reason. Oh, there was supposed to be a music loop. Okay. Him is good at melee. So the bomb was over back in this way. I remember when I went by the corner of the building, it was, I was hearing it. This guy looks hostile. Oh yeah, it's right here, it's right here. Okay. Am I getting some regeneration? I am, awesome. Let's turn this on. And now the thing is, there are now two more bombs to activate. Man, maybe we should have just made it 3, would be my suggestion. But he did say the other bombs are in the corners of the map. The far two corners, so like that corner and that corner, if I had to guess. But there's a sniper off that way. So why don't we, after the stream, you can post ideas in the comments, I guess. Yeah, because it would be good if Jacob got an idea for this map name. Because sometimes, it's true, map naming can be, or just naming things in general, can be one of the hardest parts of making a project. That's a bomb right there. Okay. But just remember as well, the post-apocalypse, or sorry, the apocalypse challenge. If people are still up for that, just, I guess you could keep me posted on your progress, and I'll do the same. Alright, let's push forward here. We have to be a little bit aggressive. There's going to be a guy around this corner. Oh, there totally is. Oh, there's not. Okay. Alright then, we need to heal. There we go. Bomb has been armed. So we have to go to the other end of the map now. Why don't we kind of go through this... Oh, yeah. So, Eagle was not here when we talked about it. Don't kill me! No! It killed me! Oh, no! Okay. Well, at least my grenade flew out and that'll kill them now that I've died. What additional name do we put next to our maps? That's a good question, Daniel. And Eagle wasn't here when we were talking about the Apocalypse Challenge, but essentially there was an idea for a sort of community competition, yeah. Map-making competition with the theme of a unique apocalypse. So basically, a non-generic, kind of put your own spin on the idea of an apocalypse. And I said something like, it can be as lighthearted as sheep take over the world, or as, you know, dark as AIs going around melting humanity's brains to create brain sludge. So it can be that, anywhere in between, but try and come up with your own spice to it, so to speak, doing reference. But it was going to have a 2-week deadline, so it comes out on March 13th. And nobody really decided whether it was going to be judged anonymously, like people submit their maps, and then I kind of only take the XML file, so it can be judged anonymously to prevent bias in the judging. Or if it would be judged with people's names attached. And I have not found a judge yet, because I haven't ended the stream yet. I said I was going to do that when I finished the stream, and we're still going. So once it's done, I'll talk to a couple of people, namely probably Landshark and a couple others. Unless somebody here wants to volunteer to be the judge, I think I'll maybe put out the call in the JNI server or something like that. Would be a cool thing to do. I wouldn't take part, but I could help judge. Oh, that would be cool, Scootow. You could also be the judge if you wanted. That would be... We could just do a handshake right here and now if you want to do it that way. Landshark can just focus on his own map. Inside a building, the one with the glass wall and windows. Alright, well, Flock, I will be looking at that map again off camera, and I can send you any remaining feedback in text form. I sadly don't think I have the time. Well, I might. Okay, Eagle. Well, just let me know, because the hope is to have kind of almost a bracket-style tournament, maybe. I could help if you want. Okay, Isaac and Scootal. But Isaac, didn't you say you might be interested in participating? I wouldn't want to take somebody out who might consider participating from that process. We could discuss it in a call after the stream. Although I do suppose if it's... I don't know. I don't think it could work if someone wants to participate in a judge. Jacob, why do you keep saying that name, man? Why are you doing this to me? I'll try my best anyway, says Eagle. Daniel, that's fine. You don't have to use Discord to be a part of the Tonebinder community. We have comments and the chat and Steam, I guess. It's fine. I try to create some alternate methods of communication for us. I think I said I wouldn't make a map. Ah, okay, Isaac. Well, then, in that case, Isaac, you and Scootal could kind of share the judging responsibilities. And I do think you do have Discord, Isaac, but you don't really use it that much, right? We could create like a private Steam chat or something too. Do you like Among Us, Liam/Tonebinder? I used to play it. I played it when it was big. I still have it on my computer, but I don't really play it. I think it's fun. Let's hit play here. We're back at the beach house. I'll get in touch with both Scootal and Isaac after this stream. And so everybody should start, if you're interested in participating in the competition, start just thinking about possible ideas. You have 2 weeks to make a map, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. The idea is to do your best in a kind of a short period of time, because it's great to have a lot of good maps on the workshop than have only one amazing map, in my personal opinion. Okay. Well, yeah, so this was something that kind of, the stream, we covered a lot of ground here. We played a lot of different zombie-related maps, and we came up with this apocalyptic challenge idea. Hopefully we get a fair few entries into this. The last time I did something like this was the Good of the Company expansion contest, which a lot of people said they would do, and then not too many people actually submitted projects, so I'm a little bit worried about this. So maybe people could post their status updates or something, not giving any idea, not showing anything from their map, but just so that everyone's kind of aware and on board of how this will actually play out. And I think Scootal and Isaac are slated to be the judges for this first competition, and I at least will make a map for this, and hopefully we had a fair few people volunteer to make maps too. But anyways, are you playing the Backrooms maps next stream? I can do that, Jacob. Yeah, I think we'll just have to divide it up that way. I don't think I'm really able to do any more right now, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. Eagle says, I think I have an idea for a concept. Very cool. Very cool. We'll talk about it more on the JNI server, I'm sure, and we can use Steam as well, me and the judges can. Do the maps have to be passive or action gameplay? I would prefer it if there was a player and the player actually had to do stuff. I suppose it could be like a puzzle map, but definitely I would rather not have it be passives. I think I would like us to have actual gameplay behind it. The additional word to recognize the maps. What should the little tag be? What should the tag be for this whole competition, this challenge? 3 letters. Can somebody have a tag for it? Jacob eating crisps loudly. But yeah, anybody, because you know how the WMC had WMC, and Daniel would like there to be something like that for this. Give it its own identity. So, does anybody have an idea? Otherwise, I can just think of something. Otherwise, we don't need to have anything at all. The thing is, Daniel, APO only applies for this competition, but if we're only going to have one, I think it works fine. So, I think we can do APO is fine. APO, sure. So, all right. Put APO in the title of your maps or the description so that it can be easily organized with the others. But starting now, you have 2 weeks to make that map, so obviously don't stress out about it. This is entirely volunteer thing, and if you said you'll participate, you have no obligation to make a map, but it would be nice to have a few entries to kind of have this work in a competition format, a friendly competition format, so we can all bounce off each other's skills. But anyways, everybody, this competition, this stream has lasted a long time. We've played a lot of different zombie maps and introduced the APO competition. So I did have a good time coming back to streaming on YouTube, and I'm hoping to continue this schedule. Stream just about every day or every other day, just stream on the regular, as well as have some videos coming up. The reason I wasn't up making stuff for the past couple of days was, again, because I was in Elden Ring. But I'll be coming back to Ancient Warfare 3, effective immediately. I don't think I'm going to call it the Liam's Map Competition. It just seems a little, I don't know, it feels a little like kind of self-directed, you know what I mean? I think APO is fine. APO is fine. But again, if you want to make a map for that competition, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or just use the APO tag. But thank you guys. I think I'll start to say goodbye now. Thank you for watching this stream. I've already talked about my schedule. It's 2 p.m. on the weekends and 4 p.m. on weekdays, which starts tomorrow. If you want to support my content, you can always subscribe or leave a like. And if you want to get notified when I make Ancient Warfare 3 content, you can always follow my Steam Workshop, which is linked in the description of this very live stream. Alrighty, well, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next piece of content, video/stream, which should be up fairly soon. Alright, once again, see ya.